857 Music Podcast.
Welcome everybody to another episode of the 857 Music Podcast.
That's right.
And we are your hosts, Al, a.k.a. Al G.
Jason, a.k.a. DJ Innovate, and y.k.c.
Eric, a.k.a. the 23rd Stallion.
And we have a special guest tonight.
He's not that
Taking over for Tur-bo.
Taking another man's job.
Taking another man's job. We got Big Choco.
Eric, a.k.a. Big Choco. What up, what up, what up?
The Chocolate Master, a.k.a.
Yeah.
Big Fudge.
That's right.
What is that?
That's right.
What, the Chocolate Master? Terrible. I'm just adding names, dude.
Terrible.
Oh, shit,
Chocolate
man.
Poppy.
I even gave you your own graphic there with your title there.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Look
in,
at that.
in
That's
place
cool.
of Kev.
That's cool.
Yeah, that looks official as fuck.
That's cool.
Too bad we're firing him.
Yeah,
Whatever.
right? Yeah, he doesn't even know it.
No.
Whatever, man.
He doesn't even know it.
It's all good.
But he'll be back soon.
No, we won't.
He'll be back. Oh, shit.
It's
Not
over.
if Big Chalk has to
It's over for him.
say anything.
It's over for him.
Bubba Fett.
But anyway, does anyone
Y'all ain't getting rid of me that easy.
does anyone have any news?
I'll be hanging in the fridge.
Hanging in the fridge.
Any news? Any news?
No, I'm good.
I don't
You guys are good?
think there's any.
Talking about music news?
Yeah.
I
I have some news.
Justin Timberlake album drops
Oh, that's
February 4th.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that terrible song that dropped.
Oh.
Don't even start.
Stop.
Don't even start.
Stop.
I haven't
What
heard
do you
it.
What do you
Stop
feel about
the
that robotic
nonsense.
nonsense?
I haven't
That's
I
what it is.
like it.
Actually,
I
I
haven't heard it, so
I like it.
It was trash.
really?
It was
Trash.
trash.
I liked it.
They got to make a remix of that. Man. Trash.
This song is trash.
My hopes were up, man.
Disturbed every one of us.
Yeah, it did. Freaking robot dancing.
Really? I got to hear that. now.
The video was.
I'm curious.
Trash.
I didn't
He
really
was
get
Steve
the
Jobs.
video.
He was Steve Jobs. The robot took over.
Was the video bad or was the song
No, the
bad?
song was bad.
The song was
It
bad?
just sounded.
Oh.
I don't know, man. I don't know how you like it.
I
It
liked
just sounded horrible. To
I
me.
liked
Could you
it.
compare it to something? Well, if you could compare it to another song.
You ever take the garbage out Monday, and like the night before, just take it out and just leave it
No,
there?
a song,
when
man.
when the garbage truck comes out, and they lift it up, and when they dump it in, that's what it sounds like.
When you flush a toilet, that's the
Wow.
sound that you make?
Wow.
Al, you know what's crazy?
Disrespectful.
We have opposite opinions on the song, and Chalk's known for liking almost everything, and Jay's known for almost hating everything.
Yeah. yeah.
So you can't
it's
trust
opposite-
either one of these.
No, you
motherfuckers.
can't.
No,
You
no, no.
cannot
Hell no.
trust either one of them.
That's why I want to
That's
listen
very
to
I
this.
unfair.
need.
That's very
I need to hear.
unfair.
Just so you get an idea, I thought that the album before the last, which one was that? The one with Bringing Sexy Back and all that. That was one of
Future
the,
Sex Love Sounds?
Yes, Future Sex Love
That was
Sounds
his best
was
album.
one of the best albums of all time.
Oh, you think the album was one
I
of
think
the
that was
best
one
albums?
of the best
Album
albums
was
of all
dope.
time.
Those are dope albums.
So,
That was a dope
just
album.
so you understand where I'm coming from,
I know, but you be hating though.
it wasn't
Yeah.
like that at all.
You are still Jay though.
Oh, Chalk, what do you compare it to? That
Um,
song? Is there a song that sounds similar to that, or is
No,
it
no.
Really?
No.
So it's its
Nothing
own-
sounds similar.
I feel like
Huh.
it's an evolved version of his last album. It's
Nothing.
like it
Okay.
evolved past the 2020 experience.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
But I always have high hopes of him.
Okay.
nothing
I
sounds like
haven't
it.
heard the 20,
Like-
the 2021 with the what was that? What was the main single on the
It
last
had
album?
2 albums.
Yeah, that was the one with Take Back the Night.
Yeah, I didn't hear that album. Was it good?
It was okay. It
But
definitely
not
was.
in
It
the
definitely
level.
it was it. It's hard to follow up Future Sex Love Sounds.
Yeah.
It's very difficult
That album's
because
fucking-
that
fucking
album
fu-
was fire.
No, it was a good
What
album.
what albums has Tunnel Vision?
The first part 1 of 2020.
Tunnel Vision's my shit.
Experience.
I love Tunnel Vision.
Yeah,
He had the song about the old folks.
Song
Mirror?
about-
Song
Mirror.
about the Ofo.
That was all right.
he wrote that about his grandparents, I think.
Okay.
It was good.
That was a really good song.
Well, Al looks like we're gonna have to listen to it because you can't trust.
Yeah,
either
no,
one of
I'm
these
gonna listen to
motherfuckers.
that. Shit,
Nah, you know
definitely.
what? All right, let me tell you what it really sounds like.
Oh,
It
boy.
sound like it sounds like nothing that was ever created because music isn't made that way. There's
Okay.
just no reason to
So it
do
just sound like
something like
sounds?
that.
I
It
can
was-
kind of agree
yes.
with him like that.
Really?
I can agree with him on that because
Really?
it doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like organic. It just sounds like it came together, and for me, it kind of worked.
Wait,
So wait,
Can you dance? Can you dance to it?
Yes.
You can.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I expect mad filth on the dance floor.
Really? So okay. So you're saying is it like Eric?
Okay.
Is it Eric Grime Time Worthy?
I mean, the name of the song is filthy. Like,
is it Eric Grime Time Worthy?
I think it's
I see.
grime time
You think
worthy.
it's Eric?
I
Okay,
see.
Grime Time Worthy.
Okay.
Can we
If you
record
listen-
the reaction?
You listen to the lyrics, and you just
You
like,
can't
oh,
hear
word?
the lyrics.
Shut up, man.
You can't hear.
He said, "Shut up, man.
Shut up, man.
Shut up."
Nice.
You can't hear
Shut
the
up,
lyrics.
Juice.
I don't know if the one I heard. I mean, I saw the video. The vocals were lower than the beat, and it sounded garbage to me because of that.
Do you guys can you compare it to? Because when he came out with "Bringing Sexy Back," I hated that song when it first came out. I'll be honest.
Really?
I did not like the song when it first came out. It didn't
was
sound
weird.
like him. It was muffled.
It was weird.
And I'm like, what? I was like, what is this? This doesn't sound anything like him. But it did grow. It grew on me. And then I started getting grimy to it.
Really?
And then I'm like, I like this song.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I hated it when it came out.
Yo.
I'll never forget because I was at Applebee's at the time working, and I heard that shit. I said, "What is this shit song?" And they're
know
like,
what?
"It's Justin." I'm like, "This sounds nothing like Justin Timberlake. I fucking hate this song."
You know what's
I
funny?
hated it when it first came out.
You
Yeah.
know what I just realized about you, man? You
Wow.
you judge the music by your experience with the music. So
It
like,
has a big effect. Yes.
yeah.
It has a
And
big
I
effect.
remember what's that song? I fucking hate.
I'll tell
the
you right
Lil-
now.
The Lil Wayne
Lil
song.
Wayne,
yeah.
Lollipop.
Lollipop.
Like that.
fucking
I always,
hate that. I don't like
I
that
always
song.
despise that
Yo.
song. I
I
cannot
fucking
be
hate that
here.
shit.
I cannot
Yo.
be here and listen to it.
Yo.
Right.
But if I'm out, savagery is starting.
The
See, that's-
remix though, the remix with Kanye West.
Fuck Kanye West.
Yeah, we're Kanye West haters here, man.
No, I never
I
heard
know,
the remix.
I know.
I never
No,
heard
we're
the
not, we're
remix.
not.
I
I'm
never
joking.
heard the remix. Though.
I'm totally joking.
You didn't
man.
hear the rap?
Well, I never knew there
The
was one.
Lollipop remix with Kanye West. He opens up the. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was joking about
I would
that.
check it out. I will check it out.
Yeah,
but
you
does it
should.
enhance the grime?
Of course it does.
I like that.
Well,
I like it when it enhances the grime.
Because you love grime.
in other news,
Sleazy bastard.
in other news, I just wanted to say you went actually this goes into the other news. You went clothes shopping today.
Yes, it is.
You bought jeans.
Yes.
Have you gone to H&M by any chance?
I went to H&M
I know
maybe
this.
a few weeks ago.
I like
You
where
did?
this is going.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it just so happens that
Yeah,
H&M
I know. I saw this the other day.
H&M.
Yeah, I know exactly.
had an advertisement. A little.
This is bad as
They
it
went a
gets.
little crazy with their advertisement. I guess they have a new marketing department or whatever. And
bad
huh?
A bad one?
Well,
A bad marketing
well, you be
department?
the judge.
Oh, no, I judge that.
Here you go. They put up this ad with a black child that has a hoodie from H&M that
And what does it
reads
say on that hoodie?
"Coolest monkey in the jungle."
They didn't think someone was going to have a problem
Wait,
with
do
that?
you have the picture with the white kid next to him with his hoodie?
No,
No. we
No.
No, you didn't have that.
don't,
No.
we don't care.
No, it was in the same frame.
It was
They
in
were
the
next
same
to each
frame?
other.
Really?
I forgot the white kids. It was something about surviving the jungle.
Survivalists.
Yeah, survivalist of the
Yeah,
jungle,
I
and he's
remember
wearing
that.
an orange hoodie, and he's standing next to him, coolest monkey in the jungle. I'm like, yo,
Disrespectful.
why not just switch
Well-
the hoodies?
Disrespectful.
Just switch the hoodies.
Yeah, that would
And there'd be
yeah.
no problem. Just switch the hoodies.
And
Why
they-
does the monkey thing have to be on the black kid?
and not for nothing. Because of this bad ad, they lost two of their major
They lost
Artists.
mad people.
two of the major artists.
one of the
Weeknd,
major
The
artists
Weeknd,
is The
right?
Weeknd. and
Weeknd.
he,
The Weeknd, as you can see.
As soon as he saw this, he tweeted, "Woke up this morning shocked and embarrassed by this photo. I'm deeply offended and will not be working with H&M anymore."
Dude, that's the
Same
fucking,
thing with G-Eazy. He had a line of clothes coming out with H&M,
Yeah,
and he just announced today that he's no longer working with them.
that's fucking crazy, man.
That's,
I mean, I think it was blown out of proportion a little bit because coming from the perspective of not the U.S., it was in the U.K. And they don't think the same exact way that we do over here.
Jay's racist. Let me stop.
No.
Why are you
I'm
defending him? Let me
I'm
stop.
not saying that it was the right decision to do, but they are coming from a different perspective. They're not.
They're not culturally. They don't. The impact of slavery is.
It was a
They don't
line-
have the
it's a-
same issues we have here.
right.
But the thing is, you have to be self-conscious about where your clothes are being sold,
Yeah.
and that
Well, they
is
have-
universally known as
It's
a
a-
bad thing.
Well,
you know, like even though if it's not a main
Right.
thing where you're from,
Right.
you need to be someone in your marketing department needs to be like, that is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Let's put that one on the white kid,
Well,
and let's
that-
put the
yeah.
other one on the black kid, just so we don't get no backlash. There's not one person in there
Right.
that was like,
Yeah, no.
hello,
That's
Yeah.
you know, like,
that makes you wonder though.
are you
Like
fucking kidding me?
that makes you wonder. Like it has to pass like editors and Like
Yeah. There's a process.
Yeah.
where
There's a
how did
process.
it fall through the cracks?
Nobody.
Not one person said.
Nobody giggled. I said, hold on.
Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah,
I'm picturing a big
whoa.
table of people, at least 12 people, just
Yeah.
sitting there, and they
The
have like,
suits.
the PowerPoint,
Yeah.
the
Yep.
presentation.
Yeah, we
and
got
now one of these motherfuckers at the table was like,
Yeah.
I should probably raise my hand because
Yeah,
this is very offensive.
I don't
No,
wanna
them
be
motherfuckers
fired.
put their hands down like
Yeah.
this.
No. Oh,
Nope.
man.
Because they could have.
Let it ride.
That's
They
crazy.
could look at the clothing line and be like, okay, this is the jungle line. Cool. Kids got on the green. Kids got on the yellow. Kids got on the orange. I like how the green looks on the dark. This is crazy. It's nice.
The
But
orange would've
everybody
looked better.
read what it says before you put it on the kid. I don't care what you're
Why?
thinking
Gotta
about.
switch that
You
shit.
couldn't say
Why?
Switch it.
you
Because-
couldn't say King of the Jungle.
Right.
That's
Who
fine.
wants to be the coolest monkey in the jungle?
That's
any
what what's the
damn
name
way?
put.
Yeah.
That's what Joe Budden put up.
Yeah.
The same thing, but he did the words over King of the Jungle.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know,
Yo,
it's like
the monkey?
You know what?
bad.
You went
Women-
to H&M recently. You said you didn't really like the style, man.
I mean,
you weren't feeling this.
I mean,
stuff
well,
that they had.
I'm not really the best person to ask because I'm a very picky shopper because of
Me
my
too.
my long torso. So like shirt
Why are you
sizes.
advertising that like
Because
that's cool?
that's who said it's cool. This shit's torture for
My
me when I go
long
there.
torso.
I have a long torso and short legs.
long torso.
No, but like the styles were
He's
not
a cartoon
the
character.
styles were not cool. The styles were not cool at all. I didn't like it. I walked in there and I was like, "There's nothing here," and I walked right out.
You think they might be out of touch?
With,
Not for a new.
Fashion.
They're
I
not,
don't
the
know.
thing is, when it comes to clothes and stuff, it's seasonal. You know, like
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
there's times I went to Century 21 and other places where I bought a lot of shit, and there's sometimes I walked in and I'm like, there ain't shit here.
Right.
but were you ever
I
the
do the
coolest
same.
monkey in
I
the
was
jungle?
I was definitely
Yeah.
not the coolest monkey in the jungle.
Now let me ask you this: let's say you were sponsored by H&M, would you drop out?
I wouldn't drop out. I mean, they apologized. They did it wrong. It was wrong. It's gone now. Then they learned from that, hopefully. If they did it to you,
Well,
then
I
you'd be
mean,
like,
it
"Hey,
depends.
listen."
It depends. Are you asking someone who has a lot of money or who has no money? Jay's a bad person to ask.
Yeah,
right
that's
now,
true.
you
No,
know?
I'm saying-
if
well,
Jay's a
anybody-
millionaire, you
Anybody
know,
here
it's
can
just like,
answer that, though. I mean,
you know,
like there's a level of like ethics that you gotta like
That's
Yeah,
a
from a
bad-
moral,
ethically, I
from a
don't know.
moral standpoint,
I don't
you
know,
can't.
man.
That's
You,
a
I
bad
can't.
ass
I can't rock with that.
I don't know if I could.
I can't.
I don't know if I could.
And I
have
tell you
stand
why
by
I-
that, man.
I always-
even if if it came from a fucked up,
And
you know, like
especially me being the darkest in the room right now.
yeah.
Like, nah, bro.
The reason why I tell you the reason why I can't rock with that is because, like I said before, there's a process
Yeah.
that it goes through, and it was
Yeah.
okayed,
Right.
and not one of those people,
Not one.
through that process said.
Nobody.
This is a major
at least
corporation, man.
switch what the white kid's wearing with the black kid, and we're good.
Right,
no one
right.
said that,
No
and to
one
me
did.
that
But
That's careless.
but
And that
but
mean-
Uh-oh.
but was that ad over here though? Did they publish that over here in the U.S.?
Does
It's
it
online, bro.
matter?
I'm saying, was it over here though? Or did someone take a picture of it and put it online and say, "Look what's going on"? It does matter because
it was on
like
the site.
said,
I think it was on the website.
it was on their UK site.
Yo,
yeah.
but there was a Japanese commercial, right? This is fucking horrible.
It's already bad.
You saw
That's all
this?
you have to- all you
I
have
don't
to
know if you
say.
guys saw
Bro,
it.
I already
There was
know
a
where it's gonna go.
Japanese. There was a Japanese commercial, right? This guy,
Listening.
this black guy,
Mm-hmm.
and the Japanese woman
I know this commercial.
are in a fucking laundromat. It was
Oh,
a laundromat or some shit.
no!
He's in a washing machine.
And yeah,
Was this Dave Chappelle?
so the Japanese chick takes the black dude, like smile. She's like smiling at him, so it looks like they're gonna
Like
make
she's
a move.
interested in him. Yeah,
like
yeah,
she's interested in him.
Because she
So
wants it.
she's smiling. She walks towards him,
Right.
and then she shoves him in the fucking washing machine, feet and all. You see his
It's clothes.
feet going.
It's a clothes commercial.
It's a clothing line commercial. It's yeah.
Wow.
It's actually
and
it's
how- and
actually
how does he come out?
Well, actually, it's a detergent. It was a detergent, a laundry
No.
detergent commercial.
No.
And how does he
And
come
then
out?
he comes out as an Asian, a white, pale ass Asian dude.
They should have casted Sammy Sosa.
Yeah.
Damn. That's not a good. That's not a good representation.
No,
of it.
early Sammy
God damn.
Sosa jumps in.
Yup.
Current Sammy Sosa.
Yeah,
That
Jump
that's
would've
true.
out.
At least
You
he
would
looks like a.
have covered your bases.
Looking
So
like
it
Casper the Friendly
Looked
Ghost.
like, I was
He
gonna
looks
say,
like-
he looked like a ghost.
Look like
so it
Willy
looked like
Wonka
they threw
Candyman.
someone who was dirty in there, and he came out like they think black is dirty.
That's
Yeah.
It's a bad. That was a
foul.
bad commercial.
And there was backlash on that
Oh,
shit
yeah.
too.
I feel like that's like a mini sequel to Get Out.
Oh my god.
I forgot.
Oh my god.
I read more on that. I forgot. It was a while ago though.
Yeah.
But there was reasoning behind it. It just didn't look good. Their
No.
reason behind it,
It didn't
wasn't.
translate.
No,
Wasn't
it's,
that-
it's bad. It's bad.
It
No
didn't
matter what
translate.
explanation, no, it's just bad.
It doesn't translate,
No,
man.
it's just bad.
Chocolate man.
Get that dirt
Vanilla.
off your skin.
Like, yeah,
Become clean and Asian. No, that doesn't sound good, man.
Nope.
That's fucked up.
Not at all.
it doesn't. Well, anyway, on more news, just to go to the next bit of news we got here. Jay-Z's 444 album has been turned into a financial self-help book.
What?
Yeah, look.
What, they put it out?
It's
like,
actually
they put the lyrics on there?
They organized the lyrics and made like a step-by-step.
What?
Some financial planner like actually published this shit.
Wow.
You could get it on, I think, Amazon. I don't know where, but yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Jay-Z's getting
It says
paid again.
it's called The Wake Up Call, Financial Inspiration Learned from 444.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So Jay-Z and Missy's song "Wake Up" is on there, right?
Yeah, right. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Making that
That's
bread.
bananas.
Somebody's
It's
making
crazy.
money off Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if Jay-Z makes
I
anything
don't.
from
That,
it.
that's
He
a good question.
He better make some
How?
money from that shit.
How can he
He
not?
was
Well,
public-
he's got to get
How can he
permission
not?
to
Exactly.
fucking do that. But then again, he could probably get away with it by like he
That's
was
straight plagiarism.
But no, not quite, because it is his book, his writing. But he probably got. If you get inspired by somebody's work, you can't, and you make another
That's why
work
he put
with it.
inspired by the in the title.
Yeah, yeah. So
Dancing
there's
around that.
there's loopholes. There's ways around it.
So are you gonna read it? Is the question.
Yeah, I don't know. I
No.
don't know, man.
If Jay-Z's getting a check,
I want to
I'll
be
read it.
rich. Let me read. Let me.
Hey, I need some financial freaking books in my life.
I think he like go. I think. Oh well, obviously I didn't read the footnotes or anything like that, but I just saw the headline and I was like, this is interesting. I think the way it is like he takes like a lyric, like a line,
And then goes off about
and then
it.
he's like, oh, this is talking about this. What you want to do is blah 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 blah.
So he's got a chapter called "Pull
You
Your
know.
Pants Up."
I could.
Yeah.
Put your damn pants up,
Pull your damn pants up.
motherfucker.
All right.
I see how that could be like you could get a loophole around that, kind of explain in detail what he means with each lyric. I mean, I could just kind of see, you know.
And the last bit of news I got here. This is actually interesting. Method Man.
Hey.
METHOD.
Method Man will be starring in the next Shaft reboot.
As who?
As John Shaft.
Yeah.
As Shaft?
Wait, he's
As
gonna
Shaft.
be Shaft.
Yes.
Respect.
Oh,
Wait,
Respect.
huh?
Coming out in
Shaft.
2019.
As Shaft.
Respect.
Coming out next June.
How do you recast?
Next June.
How do you recast Samuel Jackson while Samuel Jackson's still alive?
It's a reboot.
Because
bro.
Samuel
Shaft.
Jackson is
Because
damn
it's
near
a-
70 at this
because they
point.
did that
That's
to
fine.
Batman.
That's fine.
But
Still
they did
looks
it.
the same.
They do it to Batman. And
He is Nick
fucking-
Fury. So
Yeah.
he could still be Shaft.
They do it
Method Man never strikes me as someone who could be
No.
Shaft.
a leading
Shaft?
character.
Maybe
I
as
don't
like a sidekick to Shaft.
I think Method Man could rock it.
He's light.
I think he could.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Shaft is like a dark dude, you know.
know. The movie
Shaft-
got greenlit though.
Shaft is
They're
the
filming
coolest monkey in the jungle.
Oh,
Damn. Oh, come on.
go again.
No.
Racist J.
Racist J.
Racist J.
Jay ordered 9 of those hoodies.
yeah.
Jay said, "Yo, that shit is fly."
Oh shit!
That shit.
I put that shit in my trunk. Selling shit.
And what if I did?
Oh shit!
Everybody needs hoodies. It was on sale.
I knew it.
That's just like $5.
I knew it.
They were practically giving them away.
I knew it.
Damn.
All the black people.
I knew it.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
That's fucking horrible.
That should never have happened. Should never have happened.
Well, anyway,
Do we have a topic?
we do have a topic. That's right. I know. I just found those 3 articles. I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting.
We can continue talking about those.
But I mean, they could be they could be topics on their own. But no, the real topic is actually. Whoa.
Hold on, before we get to
Oh,
that,
you got.
P. Diddy, I heard, was offering the kid
$1 million contract
$1 million contract in that ad.
to model for Sean John.
Yep. That's crazy.
Which ad?
To model the kid, the black kid.
The kid
Ri-
that was wearing the hoodie?
Yeah.
Coolest monkey in the.
Yeah,
that
they
shit?
offered him. Diddy allegedly offered him a $1 million contract to model for Sean John.
It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Imagine being a.
That kid's like,
No, his parents are like,
he's like, you kidding me? I wear a monkey suit in this motherfucker.
I swing from a tree.
Sean John. Sean John monkey suit. I don't give a fuck. $1 million.
Imagine if it was a monkey suit.
Oh my god. Oh my
shit.
god. Oh my god. That'd be awful.
All right.
Oh my God.
That's terrible.
Went from shiny suits
400
to
years.
monkey
400
suits.
years.
This guy
the monkey suit.
setting
Shiny suits to monkey suits.
Oh no.
black people back another 400 years.
Oh,
no.
400 years, man.
Oh man. Okay. So
God
now on to the
damn.
topic at hand.
How do I follow up with that? All right.
There's no smooth segue. You
There's
just
no
go
smooth
right
segue.
into it.
No, the main topic that we're going to discuss today is most controversial hip hop albums of all time.
Covers.
Yeah,
Album covers.
album covers. I'm not. My bad.
I was
like,
most
albums.
like,
Album
there's mad
covers.
controversial
I'm
albums
about to
out
say,
there.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
like 70
Album-
of them shit.
Let's
Album-
talk about Eminem's catalog.
Specifically, album covers. That's right. Yes.
Okay.
And this is an article I found from richest.com. So it's actually a top 10 list, and we're going to start off with it's
Is it
actually
in order or no?
It's actually yes, it is. It's in a specific order.
Okay.
But the first one I'm going to mention is actually number 10. But I don't know why I didn't fucking think of it. I put it as number 1. But it's actually number 10. So they're counting down. So number 10.
All kinds of fucked up over
Yeah,
there.
well, anyway, number 10, the Slim Shady LP.
Do we have a picture?
I do have a picture, but I'm going to read about it first.
Fuck
I'm going to read a real little synopsis of what's going on, and then I'm going to show you the fucking actual cover. So the Slim Shady LP was the first commercial release of Detroit rapper Eminem.
He said Detroit.
The controversial record that went several times platinum was executive produced by Dr. Dre. One of the recurring themes on the record was that the hatred that Eminem harbored for his child's mother, Kim. The cover of the art conveyed Kim, or somebody that looked like Kim, in the trunk of a car, just the feet dangling,
Oh, I remember
while
that.
he was on a pier.
Savage.
And it was very, very, very dark.
It's one of my favorite covers. No, I'm joking. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Needless to say, when this album cover came out, there was a lot of uproar.
Of
And it was
course.
very, very controversial because it was like, whoa, what the hell? And that cover looks a lot like this.
I barely
Right there.
remembered this album cover.
Yeah,
You know what?
Yeah.
I remember it.
I looked at this album cover a lot when I had it,
Yeah.
and I didn't even put it together.
Well,
Yep.
look at
I was
Oh,
like,
neither.
look at the moon.
yeah.
It's not really. Yeah,
It's like, that's a nice shot
Yeah.
off the pier.
Like, oh, look at that.
No,
I
but
didn't
looks
even
dope.
care about
if
the
you
legs.
if you really look closely, there's obviously legs sticking out of a trunk on a pier, and then you see Eminem
Just the two of us.
in the shadow in the shadowy fucking at night, obviously because you see the moon, and a dead body, which
I thought
being
it was just
that
somebody
he's-
chilling.
could
Heavily implied that it's Kim.
Could be
Yeah.
sleeping.
Those some big ass feet.
it wasn't confirmed, but it was symbolizing that it's his baby mom's.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll put that
that's
bitch
fucking.
in the
So
trunk.
so what do you guys think?
Well, I like it.
While I get a beer,
Honestly?
I'll take one too.
Me too.
So what are you asking? Do we think it's controversial?
Do I think, like, honestly, in this day and age, not really.
Yeah, now
Like,
I don't think
This doesn't faze me.
It's like
Yeah.
a movie.
This
Yeah.
doesn't phase
I
me.
care.
that's probably why it's number 10.
that's like
That doesn't phase me at all.
I'm not like, oh my god, what's wrong with you? No, I don't do that. Shit. Whatever.
It was a psycho album. It portrayed what the album was like. Crazy.
Another beer truck. Yeah, I mean that's fine. I mean it comes off more as what the artist is depiction of what he's talking about in his album. I mean that's fine.
Yeah, I
Even
mean,
if it is
there's
violent.
no face.
Yeah, even if it is violent or whatever.
And not for nothing, they could just be hanging out in the trunk.
Yeah, I mean if they showed
okay.
if they showed the dead woman on the floor bleeding to death naked, I'd be like that's pretty fucked up.
You're right.
But just feet out a trunk. I mean that's how you get away with it. You know.
He had feet dangling out of a plastic bag he was dragging.
Right.
And then it would be like, oh.
Now we're getting a little. Yeah, that's a little. Now we're starting to.
Just so you know, this is number 10, so it's it's gonna be lukewarm. It's like it's not really that.
I give
bad.
it like a
So-
3,
so
as
it-
in like
Right.
a 3 or a 4, as in
Yeah.
like offensive or anything. I
Yeah,
give
like-
2 fucks about it.
I think the coloring of it made it blur. It blended
Yeah.
it in with the background. So
Yeah,
that's why I was
no,
like,
the color was a good choice.
Mhm.
The color was a good choice.
Right.
Doesn't put any focus.
I
on
didn't even
it.
realize Eminem was over there.
Yeah, no,
It
that's
takes
him.
a while. It takes
That's
a
him.
while.
That's clearly him.
Because my eyes go right to the Slim Shady, colorful fucking writing. That's
Yeah,
where
or
it
the moon.
goes. Yeah,
Or the moon.
Or the moon, and then I'm like, oh, it's a car. Okay.
No,
That took me off guard, dude.
no, that's all right. So anyway,
The cover, the next
Oh,
cover.
The
I remember
next-
this.
Oh my god.
I
this
remember
next
this.
artist is a Queens rapper,
Okay.
Yeah, what album is that?
Action Bronson.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, these album covers they get worse and worse.
Oh, it's definitely
As-
Yo,
worse than the
Action
last one.
Brox, That dude makes me laugh. That dude just makes me laugh.
No, he's cool, man. I actually enjoy his.
And
I enjoy his albums.
he's a pretty good rapper too. I can't even front.
He's a good chef too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it funny that he sounds like Raekwon the chef?
I see what you did there.
It's funny.
I respect it. I respect it.
No, he sounds like Ghostface.
That's who I always got the confused.
Hit him with
Sounds
the
like
drop
Ghostface,
kick,
actually.
Marty Jannetty.
No, he does sound like more like Ghostface, but
He sounds
they
a lot
both
like
sound-
Ghostface.
They both sound the
But
same.
that's his voice, though. But anyway, he came out with an album called Sob Stories in 2013, and everybody said that it was a sexist, racist, and even a misogynistic album cover.
So normal rap.
And it's basically
Pretty much.
just to describe it, it's two Asian women, almost half naked,
In bikinis.
and well, they're half naked in a bathroom,
Okay.
in suggestive positions.
Nice.
In a one is over a fucking toilet,
Drunk.
and I don't know how they. Well, I'm gonna show you. I'll show you what this is. What this looks like. So.
By the way, if you listen to the audio,
So there's
watch
the
video.
album cover right there. Yeah, for everybody listening to the audio, this is, I mean,
That's pretty bad.
and I heard this album, but I don't understand, like the cover.
It's so
Doesn't make any sense.
It's so forced.
it's the morning after some wild party, of course.
This
But-
is like
All right,
this is
there's
like waking up after the hangover
Uh-huh.
and you're walking into the bathroom and instead of a tiger you got two random Asian girls.
He's
But this chick-
apparently
all
out
right.
of it. She's apparently throwing up in the thing. She
She has her pants. She has her pants or jeans or whatever. Her I don't know
Around her
what the hell
thighs.
around her thighs, hunched over a toilet bowl, looking up
You know what's
at the camera, and then there's another chick
It doesn't make
in
sense.
the bathtub
no, it's really
holding toiling paper.
It doesn't make sense.
Holding
that's what it is.
holding toilet
All right.
paper
You know what the worst
while
part?
he's standing outside
The
the
worst
fucking.
part about this cover is he just looks so slimy and disgusting and fat.
You know-
and fucking.
you know who he looks like?
grimy trailer trash dirtbag.
He's like a
that just
he looks
stumbled. He just stumbled into some women's locker room. He's like, "What's these girls doing?" So he doesn't even look like they're at his place. Like
No,
he's
he
in
looks-
fucking tank top.
He looks like
Dirt
Bear
bag.
Hugger from fucking
Yeah,
Super Nintendo Punch Out.
He looks
Super
like
Punch
a
Out.
fucking. That's offensive to me.
he
Like,
looks
he's
like
fucking,
looks like a short Braun Strowman.
Yeah, he looks like a fucking Braun Strowman locked in a bakery. Like, come on, man, this shit looks awful.
I mean, it could have been a better
I mean,
ass.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
if you're gonna
Yo.
exploit,
Ain't
Yeah.
right. Ain't right.
I'm not gonna go that route. You know, because I don't want to offend.
I'm not offended. It's not
No.
offensive.
You
It's
didn't
the album
offend.
cover.
Don't let him- don't
I
let him-
would have offended.
Nope, don't let
You
him-
didn't
don't
offend.
let him-
I would have
don't let him-
based off of what you said. But
Damn,
all right,
man.
this is the thing.
Damn.
For women, obviously, it'll be offensive because it's like, oh, these half naked women, and one, blah, 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 blah.
I don't know if
I
it
mean,
was offensive.
no, for women, women always
She
find
was
it.
over the toilet.
I
Disgusting.
But a lot of feminists will be like, "Oh, that's offensive." But
Yeah.
I'm more offended by his presence in the cover because
whole-
he looks fucking creepy and fucking gross, and it looks like they were kidnapped.
To
The
me,
Yeah,
whole
they don't
cover,
look-
The whole cover didn't look like anything sexual was going on.
Yeah.
So
No.
I wasn't. I don't think they could be offensive on that note. I
How-
mean, she was in a thong. That was it.
No, just
That
because
was-
he's
Well-
like bent over and naked.
Well,
the
here's
other
the
one's,
thing. They look like
basically
they're
naked.
And
They look
he's
like they're
creeping.
held. They look like they're held against their will.
Yeah, no,
Like, they
because
weren't-
when you look at him,
Right.
they look like
Yeah,
they're against
it does-
their will.
It doesn't go together. It doesn't go
That's
together.
why-
honestly,
that's offensive to
honestly,
me.
it looks like he's walking into the bathroom during the aftermath of a wild party. Chick
Okay.
in-
And
chick
it's
in
not
front of
even
the
his
toilet.
bad. It's not even his bad.
Chick,
No.
chick in
Yeah.
front of the toilet had way too much tequila.
But
The
it's-
other chick playing with the toilet paper, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, but there's no bottles
It
of
doesn't
liquor.
make
There's no
sense.
liquor bottles in the fucking picture. I
Who's gonna
would
ta-
believe that
But
if
who's,
there was.
but who's gonna take alcohol into the toilet?
All right,
who's
how about
gonna-
this? I
who's
got,
gonna
I got, I
stand in
got
a-
even better question. What two chicks would sit there and get that picture taken for a fucking album cover? It's just not even blurred out. Why would you do that?
let me explain.
Why,
it.
doesn't
why
make
would you
any
do
sense.
that?
That's
Let
a
me-
valid
let me-
question, sir.
Doesn't make any sense.
Let me do a
The
final
facial
explanation.
I don't have
expression,
an
she's like,
explanation
shit,
for this
is this
shit.
really
The
going
girl,
on?
listen. The girl was obviously throwing up in the toilet. The other girl was getting some tissue because she didn't want it to get in her hair.
Hold on, let me pull
So
this shit
she
up.
was getting that for her. And then he comes in, and they're like, they don't even notice him yet. So that's what I want to see. I want to see the picture of them realizing this guy is coming in
It's like, don't
while
worry,
they're half
baby.
naked.
Joke
What the-
intended and joke not intended. I'm offended by his presence. I'm telling you, it looks because he's looking straight down, and he has that serious face, like I'm gonna chop you up.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do something to that corpse.
He just looks like he's creeping into the bathroom.
Yeah.
It looked like he just noticed her ass.
All right,
If
listen.
he had a surprised look
All
on
right.
his face, I'd be like, okay, now it's like, oh shit,
Check it out.
Kinda funny.
Check it out. Check it out.
He looks like he's like,
Check it out.
you know, I don't like that shit.
I'll buy that she's sick. She's throwing up in the toilet, right?
That's not sexy.
That-
She doesn't
makes
look
sense.
sick. She doesn't look sick.
Well, but yeah, no, but let's say, just, you know, suspend this,
That's
you
what
know,
it's supposed
suspend
to be.
belief or whatever.
It's obviously a spy cam.
But why, why, if you're gonna get toilet paper, why stand in the bathtub?
They got 2 rolls though.
I don't know, man.
But why is she standing in the fucking
Yeah, why is
bathtub?
that? Why is the toilet paper?
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the
Not-
whole
it doesn't
The
make
whole
any
cover
sense.
is fucking terrible.
the whole
all right?
cover
doesn't
just
make
doesn't
any
make
It's
sense.
not
sense.
even offensive. If it's offensive,
It has
because
nothing
it's
to do with the
terrible.
album.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't have
terrible.
anything to do with the
It's
album
stupid.
at all.
I gotta listen to the album to see if it makes sense.
You know, he probably
I'll-
said, "Yo, I got this idea for a cover. These 2 Asian
Yeah.
bitches in the fucking bathroom.
Hit him
toilet
with the
paper.
drop kick,
One's
Marty
about-
Jannetty.
One's about to throw up, and I walk in. No, that's corny, man.
You know
That's
what
stupid.
You know what it looks like? Remember in Bruno when he had the people sit
Oh, the
there like
Mexicans
tables?
and the
Yes, yes.
It looks like she's a table.
Yeah.
Mexican furniture.
That's
Yeah.
what's offensive about it.
Yeah.
He had Paula Abdul sit on, and he's like, "Sit down, sit down." And
But you know what's crazy
and
though?
I'm like,
Who the fuck throws up with their pants down?
Well, you don't know what
Dude.
happened beforehand.
dude,
Yeah, you're right.
dude,
You're right.
there's so many questions.
It's a shitty cover.
just doesn't
It's a
make any
shitty-
sense.
That's why it's offensive. It's a shitty
There's
fucking cover.
it's-
It's a shitty fucking
Yo,
cover.
you're mad angry
It's
about this cover
horrible.
right now.
It's his face.
Yo,
pisses me
chill, son.
off.
It's okay. It's
Look at
okay.
his sleazy.
All right, let me take this shit
Yeah,
off.
take
It's
it
all
off,
right.
dude.
All
Pissing
right.
me
It's all
off.
right.
Fucking sleaze.
Maybe she's getting the
Oh,
toilet
man.
paper to wipe her.
All right, the next. Let's move on to the next one, man. The next
Or
one is-
maybe the pancake was offensive. That might be a little offensive.
Well, the next one is from one of our favorite artists, Kanye West,
Yay.
Great.
I think I know which one you're going for.
from his 5th studio
This
album,
ugly ass fucking.
my beautiful dark twisted fantasy.
It's a horrible
That is
cover.
probably one of the worst covers
It's
I've
ugly.
ever seen.
All right, I know what you're talking about.
It's probably one of the worst covers I've ever seen.
You guys should know what we're talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking
It's
about.
a shitty garbage album cover.
And here it is.
It's ugly.
What the fuck am I looking at?
This is the actual album cover.
It was pixelated when they brought it out.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
the fuck
it
am I
was.
looking at?
this is the album.
A naked woman mounting a dude.
Yeah, but
But
he
that's
got
a
it.
dude?
Yeah.
That's
That's Kanye West.
Wait,
That's him.
Is there any way you could blow it up? Because like, what I'm seeing is really offensive.
That's obviously
All right, wait.
Kanye.
There you go.
Oh my fucking god!
Kanye with a demon face and an angel chick with a demon face.
There's
Why-
no arm though.
Why is
Nudity.
Kanye?
All right,
Kanye has
so-
a titty.
So he got.
He has a white titty. Kanye has a white titty in this picture.
Maybe he wasn't working out.
There's
and,
no
you know,
arm on this thing.
This was a painting done by.
He's holding a Heineken.
This was a painting done by George Kondo.
Well, he needs to stop
And
doing
and
this.
Kanye instructed him to paint a disturbing painting
It's ugly.
of a naked Kanye being straddled by a demonic-looking nymph with wings.
It's ugly.
Did
and
he
he-
tell him to
and-
make it look good and
But
believable?
but he wanted people to be disturbed by the painting. That was
Well, people are disturbed by it because it's terrible art. It's not good art.
Where's her shoulder?
Where's her everything?
and the face and look at the mouth on the.
You know what's fucked up?
Look at
I'll
that
tell you.
mouth.
No, don't
Look
zoom
at
in.
that.
Don't zoom in.
Hey,
Zoom
look at
out
that,
for
zoom
a
out.
second. Zoom out. Let me show you what I thought I saw. Zoom out.
All right.
From here, I was I didn't know what to think about Kanye because the teeth look like lips. The teeth look like lips from here. And
Look
I
like
thought
white
that-
lips?
That's why I thought it was
He white-
offensive.
he looked
Because
like a
I'm
white face?
Yeah,
Black face?
no, look like the big ass. You know when they draw black people with
Black
the big
face.
lips and
Yeah.
shit?
Blackface.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
You
I'm
thought
like,
it was blackface?
yeah, and the staring at the camera like, big lips. And the chick doesn't even look like, it just looks
Nah,
like
that's
an
his-
ass with
that's
a
his
chicken
teeth.
head.
And look at his eyes.
To some people, the most controversial thing about it is that it's interracial.
That's controversial.
Not
Yeah.
even.
That's the sad part.
Racist.
Not even because it's.
That's the sad part.
That's
Yeah.
controversial because it's fucking shit
That's
art.
the really sad part.
That's why it's on the list.
That's why it's on number 8.
It's fucking terrible.
it's hideous.
I mean,
It's
to
beyond
me,
hideous.
to me, yeah, it is a disturbing image.
It looks
just,
like someone's
just because of the
arm.
way it's drawn.
It just looks like a white arm on
Oh,
a.
God.
just because I mean, for
Where
me,
is the arm?
There's no arm. There is no arm.
The whole
Go-
thing is an arm. It's
for me, like it's a disturbing image. Definitely, if that's what he wanted to portray, bravo, you did it 100%.
No, I think he succeeded. He definitely succeeded.
It was a
That shit was
fail.
disturbing.
Though. It was a
No,
fail.
it was a fail. It was a big fucking fail because what he said that he wanted it to be, it didn't really portray it in that picture. It was just poor art.
That looked like a joke.
Yeah, it looked like someone's 7-year-old like fucking son or daughter drawing some paint bullshit in art class. Like
Like
it
if you
looks
look
really
at Big
bad.
Sean's album, and that was like a dark cover. Like that was probably what you portray that album as if it was based off the title. But that's nothing
Christ.
is dark and twisty about that.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Look at that.
Nah, it looks twisted and distorted.
It just looks like a bad painting. It's just bad.
It looks
My
like
my dark twisted fantasy. Right? That's the name of the
Beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy.
That's a
That's
bad
a-
album.
that's
too,
just a
if you
fail.
wanna go into
I
it.
Yeah, it
like
was a
that
bad
album.
Of course you do.
You like the album cover?
This is like
No, I'm talking
you
about
like-
the album itself, not
I like.
Oh,
the
I
album
thought-
cover.
I thought you said you liked the
Yeah.
album cover.
The album no, like
he liked the
I was
album.
about to.
Yo,
I know
you
the
said-
album cover. Like I don't like the way it's drawn. Like it's
At the same time, it's funny. that
not my favorite type of artwork at all.
That's no one's favorite.
That's absolute diarrhea
But-
on the fucking cover. It's
It's
It
so
shit.
funny that like right across from you is the like you love all his fucking music, and he well you don't hate all of it.
No, I like Kanye, but
You
not
like
that
that
album. Not most of his
album
new
is-
albums.
No,
It's
if
such a polar
I'm
opposite
sorry. If
thing.
anyone says this cover is like some sort of artistic vision of something, I'm gonna get very angry because it's a piece of shit. It means I
Nobody
have
said
to.
that.
You know
no,
what,
no,
though?
no, no. I'm
Nobody
saying,
said that.
You know what I wanna
no,
know
because
is-
there's someone out there.
I want to know
There's
in the
someone out there.
comments.
And the
Hey,
thing is, this is
I want to know in the comments.
Yeah. Can
Right
someone
there, sit in there.
if you like that album cover, please
Yeah.
comment and talk to
Please.
us and explain why.
Yeah.
I want to understand.
This is an
why you
example.
like
If
that.
I have too much money, I think I'm more creative and smart than I am. You know what? Put something. No, it's shit. It's shit. Next fucking cover. That's just terrible.
Oh my
I
god,
don't want to see that.
That's
fucking
That's
hilarious.
shit.
He's so mad.
That's so hilarious.
Kanye West gets me.
They got
mad.
people talking though.
Oh man, it did. It was a big deal.
Shame
when
on
it
that
came out.
fucking artist too.
If that album didn't have Monster on it, that would be the worst album of all time. That's all I give it.
Cover your eyes, Eric.
Oh man,
I don't
this
want you
shit's
seeing
making
them.
me
I
angry.
don't
It
want
still
to
looks like that.
I don't
big
want
ass
you to
lips.
see the other one. Cover your eyes, because I'm gonna go to the next one. I don't
It's
want you
gonna
to
get
see.
me mad too because they're all
No,
pissing me off.
no. Anyway,
Jesus.
well, I don't know. I
God
don't
of mercy.
We
Eddie.
need you to be pissed off.
Yeah.
I think it's highly entertaining when you piss off.
It's really funny.
Highly entertaining.
Especially from Kanye.
So I'm
Oh my
curious
God.
what you have to say about this next album cover. It's from Ice Cube.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like Ice Cube.
that's right. Ice Cube, the actor.
Let's see if you get me mad.
You mean?
But there
you
was
mean
one
the
time-
Family
rapper.
Guy.
He was a rapper.
The Family Guy.
But in 1991, he came out with an album called what is it? Death Certificate.
Okay.
Yeah, and it went platinum. It was a good album.
Okay.
And it was extremely controversial because it depicted Ice Cube standing in a morgue with a covered cadaver laying on a gurney and a toe tag.
Isn't he from D12?
Huh?
Nothing. Keep going.
Oh, boy. You lost me with that reference. All right.
The guy's name.
D12. The
Cadaver.
dead body had a toe tag that said Uncle Sam.
I
Yeah.
can see how that's
Yeah.
controversial.
Yeah. So here's this album cover.
That's actually kind of funny. That's actually kind of funny.
And it has the American flag draping over the dead
Dude, this
body.
is my favorite one.
That's a
I'm sorry.
Confederate flag.
This is my favorite
Oh,
one.
a Confederate flag?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
You could say that Ice Cube is woke.
Damn.
Ice Cube is so. he's
Yeah,
so-
but this is 91, man.
The Ice Cube is so gangster.
Ice
it
Cube
cracks
is
me up.
woke.
He's so gangster. It makes me laugh.
This is
Ice
91.
Cube is woke and he can see into the future.
Ice Cube ain't gangster no more, man.
He's so gangster. Well,
He's a-
this is
he's a-
just like.
Ice Cube's an actor, man.
I like actually
I
like
ain't
this.
afraid of
I
him,
like
man.
this cover. I like it. It's
That's
fun.
Doughboy.
It makes me laugh. It is Doughboy.
Doughboy was
That is
gangster.
the Doughboy was gangster as fuck.
Yeah, man.
This doesn't piss me off. I mean, I can see how it could be controversial.
That's a
like
good
that.
album cover.
No,
though.
it is. It
That
is.
doesn't-
Well,
That doesn't offend me.
No,
No.
it doesn't offend me.
It
I
only
feel like,
offends-
honestly, I feel like we haven't seen anything like extremely terrible yet, or maybe I'm just insensitive.
well, you got to think about the
Actually,
time.
terrible.
though.
What the fuck was that Kanye fucking thing? Was that terrible? You fucking kidding me?
no, not, I mean offensive wise. Offensive wise,
Oh,
like
okay. I'm
offended-
throwing a drink in your face. I was like, I swear to God.
It
You're fucking
offended.
serious.
It offended all artistic people.
Yeah.
okay, fair enough.
Anyone with creativity.
No, but you gotta go back to that time period though. 91.
And actually-
91.
Action Bronson
what was
pissed
it?
me off.
Bush was Bush Senior,
Yeah,
right? He was president.
Yeah.
Well, there was a lot
And,
of police beat down. Like, all that shit that's still going on was
Still.
there, too.
It's
that's
a
always
constant. It's a
happening.
constant thing. You can release that.
It's always happening.
But I think
always
it's a good. It's a
good cover.
It displays the moment just by looking at that. You understand what this album could possibly be about.
Exactly.
You know what it reminds me of? The fucking Jokes Over album cover.
Yeah, buddy.
Nobody knows about that.
No, but
You don't have a picture of that?
857 reference.
You need to throw that on. Yo, if you have a picture of that, you need to.
But
throw
it
that
makes
up
me,
right
want
it
me
now.
to
makes
throw a
me
picture of
think.
that?
I want to know the guy who took the picture with the feet all up in there. Like, who did he ask to take that picture? Like, yo, my man, you want to just lay down with this fucking flag draped over you
You
with a
look
toe
like,
tag?
You look like Uncle Sam. You under this thing.
Just like how we asked Chocolate to wear clown shoes.
Behind the scenes a little
Oh shit!
bit on 857
And I
album
did it.
cover.
And I
You
did
did
it.
it though. You did it though. But nobody would ever know.
You got to sacrifice.
So
for
we're
the-
gonna show
You got to
it.
sacrifice for the team.
Oh,
son.
you found it. You found it. And now you can
course
post that
it's
shit.
here, man.
Damn right, because we famous, yo. Of
course
Yeah, all day.
Well, I
all
mean,
day.
y'all are famous. I'm just kind of here.
No, you famous because you on the album cover right here. Put that shit up.
See, so the person who is the feet on our cover is here right now.
Yeah, that's right.
My feet are famous,
Yeah,
y'all.
there it goes.
There it
My
is.
feet
That
are
is the
very
cover.
famous.
That was Big Chalk. right
Another
there.
little known fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
Where was this picture taken?
Nobody needs to know that.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Nobody needs to know that. No,
Why?
I'm sorry. I don't care, man. Go ahead.
Already,
I'm just fucking with you.
cat
I'm
is
just
out
fuck-
the bag.
I'm just
Baldwin
fucking with
Senior
you,
High
man.
School.
Baldwin Senior
Baldwin Senior High School.
That's right.
Don't come after me.
And
Don't
Nah,
worry.
we got permission. We got permission.
This is way back in the day, man. Way back in the day.
This was
Exactly.
like 5 years ago, dude. Come on. Why you
5
laughing?
years
Why you
ago.
laughing?
You're
Why
like-
you laughing?
Yo,
It's 2018.
Why you
man.
That's
laughing?
false.
Why you
that shit's
laughing?
probably
That is
redone.
false.
Next cover. Next cover.
Look at that. God damn, man.
That's great.
That was a dope cover.
That's
What
great.
was I wearing then?
You're
Like,
welcome,
oh,
by
shit.
the way.
I don't have that jacket no more.
Good thing. I still
Damn.
got that shirt. I wore that like last week.
Get out of here, really?
yeah.
Damn,
The
man.
857 hoodie.
I kind of missed that jacket too, man.
Damn. All right, next cover.
All right.
Oh, my other covers up there too, if you didn't know.
Cover
See,
your eyes.
ours isn't
your
offensive. I got. Is this gonna get
It's
me
offensive
mad?
to Ronald
Actually,
McDonald.
I like the Ice Cube one.
Ice Cube wasn't bad.
I like that.
All
one.
right.
I don't know what my most hated right now. The Kanye one got me really agitated, but the Bronson one, because he's in it. Got
It's
me.
a terrible cover. That was a terrible cover.
Maybe the Kanye.
Both of them were terrible
They're
covers.
really bad.
What we got? What we got?
I'm leaning
Well-
towards the Kanye cover.
Oh, yeah.
The next
So
one.
far.
The next one is self-explanatory.
This isn't controversial at
Oh
all.
no, it's not.
This was fucking highly controversial.
Not-
When-
not-
At the
not-
time
not-
it came out,
Not here.
dude.
Not
Yo,
today.
By
don't
the
even
way-
talk about it. Don't even talk. Just throw it up there.
By the way, I just want to let you guys know this. I got this from that website, The Riches, and they censored it. And then I
Why?
went online, and it took me a while to find the actual cover. Took me a while to
so
find
lame.
that shit
All right,
because
show
it was
the people.
censored everywhere.
Show the people.
Show that shit.
So
We showed
we're
them.
gonna show you right now.
We need this
And
up
that
as
cover is
as
from
long as possible.
two live crew,
It's just
as
thongs.
nasty as they want to be.
It's just thongs.
Two live crew.
Just asses.
It's 4 chicks turned around, standing with their legs spread,
But the one in the middle doesn't have a
and
top.
they're wearing thongs on the beach.
That's just controversial.
And one of them is topless, actually. Is she topless?
yeah,
one of
she's
them is
She's
topless.
topless, yeah.
And the group is in between their legs, underneath,
Two
like,
live crew.
on the floor of the beach, in the sand.
As
yeah.
nasty as they want to be.
As nasty as
I-
they want to be.
I kind of understand why people are offended by this.
Dude, this
but
is a time that you have to go by the time period, because this was a time when hip hop was actually starting and blowing up. You know what I mean? And censorship was something that, was a big deal.
Mhm.
So this is the first time that they said "fuck you" to censorship.
No,
And
this
get that.
this got censored though. They took
it
this off the
eventually
shelves.
did. Yeah,
Yeah.
But this goes
yeah.
back
They
to
put
the whole.
they put stickers over the fucking.
this
They're not
go-
even
asses.
naked though.
but this whole issue goes back to America's hang up about sex.
yeah.
And it's sad because people
Yeah.
would rather have their kids watch a rated R movie with tons of violence
Right.
than have them see people
Fucking.
have have sex, which is a natural act. They'd rather see murderous, head chopping violence than watch people have
comically
sex.
funny. no, it's not.
No, but
Yeah.
No, it's not.
but that's
Well, we
ass
grew up with it.
backwards. You know
It
what I'm
is.
saying? That's
It's
so
all
backwards.
Pun intended.
Because
Ass
Yeah.
out.
because not
Hey,
for nothing,
you
not for
mean-
nothing. Like
Ass backwards.
it's
No,
yo,
let's be honest though. Let's
it's
be
the
honest.
human body.
Yeah, nothing
But
makes
no.
nothing
No,
makes
no, no,
people
no,
more
no.
happy than a nice ass though. Like women could say, even I know tons of women are like,
Look
yo,
at that.
you know, I appreciate that girl's nice ass.
You ain't got to tell me twice.
Yeah, exactly. Women also appreciate a nice ass. If a girl doesn't have a nice ass, they want to know, how do you get one? You know, so it's like
They
everyone
figured it
likes
out.
to see a nice ass. That's
Right.
not controversial.
Right,
if you think
right,
it's
right.
controversial, fuck you.
If you
Yeah,
look
that's
at
weak.
if you look at
Fuck.
Instagram, they figured it out.
Yeah,
they
yeah, they
figured
did.
out how to get a nice ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Well,
Either they join the squat team or they get shots.
Yeah.
Don't do the shots because that shit's gross. I don't like
Exactly.
that. I don't like them cartoon asses because
You
it
don't
doesn't
want your-
match the thigh.
You
can
don't
tell.
want your butt falling like 3 years later. You know what I'm saying?
We
Just-
can tell.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't hide
You
that
can't hide
fake
that.
ass
Yeah, yeah.
little
Fake
ass
ass.
leg.
Yeah, you got you. What you doing with that twig ass leg and that big ass bubble? It don't make no damn sense.
Talking about,
Looking
yo,
like a lollipop.
Like, oh, you've been off Instagram for like 2.5 months. What happened? Oh, I was working on my squats.
Ain't no
No,
squats.
you weren't.
You squatting
No,
into a
you
damn
weren't.
shot in
You,
your ass.
you went to Brazil. You got the shot in the booty, and you had to heal.
No. Are
is
we
all- this
are
is
we
all-
desensitized now to this?
Yes,
That's
I
nothing.
am.
That's
I
nothing.
am.
desensitized.
That's nothing.
Like,
I mean, there's ass everywhere. I mean, because I'm glad you brought up Instagram, because Instagram's like ass model, ass model, ass model,
There you
ass,
go.
ass. I show my ass, got 1,000 million followers.
Yeah.
I show my ass, blah, blah,
Right.
blah. Yeah, I mean, the majority is desensitized to it, but I mean, then you
Right.
have those feminists who are like, oh my God, it's like exploiting women, this, and that. Listen, there is nothing that makes people more happy than a nice ass.
Those guys weren't even looking
And
at
then
that.
and on the
No, they weren't. They weren't biting it. They weren't fucking like.
They weren't even groping it.
but on the flip side though,
they weren't creeping behind some flat ass.
On the flip side,
Exactly. Thank you, Jay.
on the flip side, there's male fitness models that fucking have Instagram posts that same shit. They got
Oh, yeah,
millions of
hell
followers.
yeah.
I wouldn't know
shit.
about them though.
I don't know about them shit either, but I know.
But we all know
that they
Demore.
exist. Oh shit!
Shout out to Demore.
Shout out to Demore. Shout out to
Demore.
Demore.
Bodybuilders be posting that stuff,
Yeah.
and nobody says nothing.
Follow Superboy
Well, the thing
Strength
is-
on
like
Instagram.
That's Superman stuff. That's not a normal person.
The thing is, it's like women like to see a nice body on dudes.
Yeah.
Dudes like to see a nice body on women.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And gay dudes like to see nice body.
Why
whatever,
get offended?
Whatever.
You only get offended when you can't get to that body. That's it.
Yeah, there's
No.
nothing degrading
No.
about it. It's just the chicks are just chilling on the beach. Yo, my ass. Boom.
Right.
That's it.
They can
Right.
get worse.
Exactly.
They can
In
get
Europe,
worse.
If
you
their
know how
legs
many-
were wide open,
You
like
know how many
this,
nude beaches they have in Europe, and
Yeah.
people just don't care.
But you know
it's
what,
because
though?
they're not hung up on sex in Europe.
However,
Yeah.
though, you have to go back to that again. I'm going to keep going
been
back
there.
to
Yeah,
that.
no, no,
It's
fine.
not
That
even-
time period. You have to remember that at that time, that wasn't something that you saw on the fucking TV.
Yeah.
Right now, in this day and age, you see that shit everywhere. You see it on social media. You see it on fucking TV.
Yeah.
Commercials.
we're
you see that shit
slowly
everywhere.
coming around.
But
Europe, everyone's
this is
way
the
ahead of
this,
us with that shit.
This was the
We
start.
ain't coming around.
This was, no. This
no,
is
it's been better. It's
no,
been
it's,
better.
it has been better
It's
because
definitely been better.
because we're desensitized now to
Yeah.
it. But this time, these guys were pioneers, man. They fucking this
They
was
shut that-
groundbreaking.
Absolutely.
Shut
They
that
started
down.
they started that shit up.
That was the First Amendment destroyed because
Yeah.
of that.
Well, they started
that.
it. NWA continued with that shit, and it's just they just pushed the boundaries, man.
Uncle Luke.
Yeah.
To now,
Yeah.
now-
I mean, I could see how that could be extremely controversial for the time that it came out.
that's
but
what it is.
Yeah.
You,
Well,
you,
for the
you
time
do
that
that
it came
today,
out.
people ain't
All right.
blinking an eye at
Yeah.
you. You
No,
know?
but
But
you have
listen,
to go to the time period. That's
The
what it is.
album cover might not have been that bad,
in this day, and
but
age,
the way even then, but
Yeah.
the way that they portrayed the women on the songs.
Oh.
Yes, that was why. That was why
Whoa.
that
It
album
made
was
that
looked at that way.
Whoa.
Because
And it
that
made
was
sense.
Oh.
yeah, that was bad.
That's a different topic
There's no,
altogether.
there's no
Yeah, yeah.
redeeming that.
Shit
Oh,
with
yeah.
your mama gave
I
you,
can't. I can't.
That's a good topic, though.
I can't.
It is.
That's a good topic.
I can't defend that. I got no.
That was
I have no
exploit.
defense for that.
Exploit your body constantly.
But
Yeah.
I will defend that cover.
the cover though,
This cover.
All right.
Trying to get some TNA for the.
We've shown
for
the
the
cover
audience.
like 9 times.
I know. I'm just trying to get some TNA for
Just
the audience.
leave it up there.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
We'll do the rest of the podcast
broadcast.
like this. I'll do the rest of the podcast.
show shake, show rump shakers. that
Oh, man.
that
Cover your
video.
eyes. Cover your eyes. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look.
All I
Nobody
wanna
look.
do is zoom
I'm
in.
glad the last two didn't get me angry.
Don't look. Don't look.
There's gonna be some.
All right, the next cover. The next cover is
I'm
coming
waiting.
from
I'm waiting patiently.
Nas. Nas came out with an untitled cover,
The N word.
but
That's what it was supposed to be called.
It was
Yeah.
supposed to be called
it was
the
supposed to
N-word.
be called the N-word.
that word.
Not literally the N-word. It was
Not-
supposed to be
yeah.
called.
Men come poop. No. The N-word, yes. And as you can see,
Whipped into his back.
it's basically him turned around with the letter N, whipped into his back. And
That's
you see the scars. It's very grotesque. and it's
a
painful
powerful
looking.
photo.
It's
Yeah.
a painful looking.
Yeah.
It's to represent him being a slave
If you
in
wanna be-
America.
If you want to be artsy,
Slave to his damn
it's
Yeah.
artsy.
company.
It is.
It's a lot artsier than Kanye's art.
Slave to his label.
Don't bring me back there.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to go back.
I'm not
there.
offended by
But-
it. I mean,
But
not-
no,
yeah.
well, they changed. They legally changed that shit because they didn't even let him name it what he wanted.
Yeah.
So
And-
if he did release it, let me ask you this: if he did release it as the N word,
and it had that word on it.
and yeah,
then that would
on
be
his,
different.
on his back,
it would be different.
that would be big. But it's still controversial. But that the
Nah,
fact
it's
that
for
he
Nas.
the fact that
That's
he
what I'm saying. Can stand for Nas.
well, it's the fact that he wanted to do that.
Yeah, they took away the meaning of it.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, we could put it together, but it
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah,
mean,
they
it's
still-
not
they s-
as controversial as it could have been.
Right.
Exactly.
The fact that he
Because
wanted to do it. though.
because his label was scared.
Right.
That's why he's off that label.
Yeah, I don't.
But
No,
whatever.
I don't get
That
it.
album was kind of fire.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
That song "Hero" was my joint though.
You know,
love
what's-
it.
I love
the
it. I love it.
dynamic.
That shit was fire. It was okay.
It was okay.
You guys like need your own fucking
Yo,
show.
this shit
It's
is
like
great.
the light and the
It's,
dark.
it's fire and water.
evil and good.
Yeah.
It was no Illmatic. It wasn't
Oil.
even. It wasn't even Stillmatic.
Oil
Okay,
and
it
water.
wasn't, but still,
Yeah,
it had some songs on it.
Oil and water.
All right. Yeah, I'm not offended by anything.
Yeah,
All right.
nah, it doesn't hurt.
All
my
right.
Kanye
feelings.
one
All right.
really got me upset, and the
Goddamn.
Bronson one.
Cover your eyes. Cover your
All
eyes.
right.
Cover your eyes. Next one
Both
is.
of those are probably my worst ones.
Oh yeah, this is the next one. I forgot about this one. Hold up. Let me pull up the info first. All right. The next one is by Ice-T.
Oh God.
But Ice-T made this cover. However, when he came out with this album, he nicknamed himself Iceberg.
No. Oh,
This is his 8th studio album,
This will be a bad one.
Damn.
titled Gangster Rap.
Okay.
The album didn't really create a lot of ripples, but it did cause a sensation for its overtly sexual album cover.
Great.
And it's basically of him
Ew.
with Coco
Ew.
Of
in the
course.
bed
Of course.
Ew.
in a suggestive position,
Nice.
naked. And this was another cover.
That's
that
sounding
was
like
cen-
the worst cover ever.
This was another cover that was censored,
I don't want to see this.
and I had to actually like go into YouTube and fucking try to see where I can find this shit because I couldn't find it anywhere. But I actually Googled it and I found it, and here it goes. Yeah, she's naked. They're both butt ass naked. And let me see if I can zoom in on this.
Well,
There you go.
Iceberg.
Yeah, Iceberg. That's
Well, she
Gangster
paid,
Rap.
she
That
paid
by
good
Iceberg.
money. She paid good money for that body though. At least back then. Now, oh my gosh, it's
Look at
awful.
that. This motherfucker's butt ass. Both of them are butt ass naked. She got her leg like between his crotch.
I'm
Like
glad.
sleeping or some shit.
yeah, yeah. I don't
Oh
wanna
yeah, hell yeah,
I don't want to see his junk.
hell no.
That's
But,
just
uh,
them. That's just them on a Monday afternoon.
Monday afternoon.
I mean-
Nothing crazy.
I mean, she's the highlight of this album
At least she's
cover.
blocking him, and he's not. There's no ass of him in the way.
Yeah, that wouldn't
Yeah.
be fun.
Yeah. Are they still together?
Yes.
Yeah, they just had
Oh,
a
okay.
kid.
He
Oh, really?
He paid for that.
Oh, okay. He paid for that. He funded that.
Shots fired, man down.
He funded that
man
shit.
down.
There's no escaping that now.
He funded that ass. This ass has been brought to you by.
He got the receipt.
at least then it looked good. Now
Yo,
it
Eric
doesn't
is
look
mad
good.
quiet right now. What the fuck's going on through your
don't-
head? I need to hear something.
I have
Say
I
something.
have nothing to add to this.
That's a
cover.
lot to show
God
on
damn
an
it.
album.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm good. I'm good.
It's bold.
I'm good. I don't.
it's
really,
bold. I'll say that. It's bold.
Who is Iceberg?
I don't know, man.
Like I didn't.
That's him. That's
the
what he
thing
named
is
himself.
I mean, the thing is, you could start from like where.
Yo, I'm gonna change my
Like,
name
you
right
can-
now.
Where do you start?
My name is
like it's gangster rap,
right,
iceberg,
right.
naked.
There's
with
nothing more gangster than his wife, though.
Nothing makes any sense.
Let me pull that up again.
Nothing makes any sense.
There you go.
You have gangster rap.
There's
You
nothing.
have iceberg. First of all, who's iceberg?
That's him. Ice-T.
No, that's what I'm saying. Who the fuck's
Who's
iceberg?
the fuck's Iceberg? Exactly.
One album, you change your name.
You
No.
changed his name. No.
Next,
At least
next
he's
cover.
he's
Next
faithful.
I can't even. I
He's
can't.
faithful in the cover. Though.
This makes no sense.
It could have been 9 women. That would have been more
That would have
gangster.
been dope.
But it's gangster rap. Let me stop.
That would have been more
There's
gangster.
nothing.
nothing.
I mean,
Nothing I can add.
I
It's
have
like
no
the
idea.
Barbie
just,
doll,
it
though.
just is what it is. I don't have a feeling about it.
No, I don't either.
The lightest light-skinned cop actor who hates cops with a Barbie doll isn't gangster rap at all.
And by the way, this came out.
That's a
in
man living his dream.
That's should be called kryptonite.
This came out in
Yes.
That's actually fitting.
He should have named it. He should have named himself Superman, and it would be called kryptonite.
My God.
This came out in 2006, by the way.
Oh, that's why
Which,
no one's heard
makes,
of that.
if it makes any sense.
So he was on
He was
Law and Order SVU at that
Hell
point.
yeah, man. He was way into those SVU fucking paychecks.
I ain't mad at him.
Well, that's what made him Iceberg. The paychecks from that show.
He's like, SVU, I'm going to show you
He's
SVU.
like, I can buy a lot more than
I'm going to
Ice-T,
show you
son.
rape. Special victims unit.
Damn.
I'll show you that shit.
Sexy.
Wow.
On this album cover.
Unit.
That's gangster rap.
That's gangster rap. That's gangster rap.
Gangster
You missed it. I said sexy vixen unit.
Oh my
I
God.
heard.
You fucking.
I like how he slowed
just
everything
didn't
down.
Nobody heard that shit.
No, nobody did. But he's like,
No,
I'm
'cause
making
you slipped
sure.
that shit in.
I
Did you all
just
hear it?
didn't react to
All
it.
right, yeah. No, oh, you heard it?
I heard
You
him.
heard it, but you just ignored
I didn't
it.
react.
Oh.
I was just like, all right, Jay.
I don't know if anybody out there heard that shit.
Since Kev's been gone, this is what's been happening.
Yeah, man.
Take
Kev's
it,
spirit
Kev.
lives on.
Just,
His spirit lives on.
continues to do it.
God damn it, man. This next cover, it's not very controversial in my eyes, but cover your eyes.
It's like he's a child watching a rated R movie.
Yeah, no, because he's gonna
You
spoil it.
always peek through.
Because he always reacts before I fucking show the shit, and then the audience doesn't know what the fuck's going on. They just hear him go, oh, and I'm like, I didn't show it yet. They don't know what the fuck. Everything that comes on that screen is what's live. So
whenever you act like you cover your eyes, though, you always slip through.
I always think
no, don't take a peek. Don't take a peek. No, this next cover isn't really that controversial, but
All right,
it's DMX.
What number is this one?
It's DMX.
Oh, it's
It's almost. We're almost done.
Controversial
like-
because he's in the blood of a victim. That's evil.
I don't see a victim.
That's controversial.
Flesh of my flesh.
Actually, I thought it was kind of controversial.
Blood of my blood.
Because it's
No,
rap.
it is-
It's rap. You don't see people bathing in blood in rap.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
That's a rock thing.
It was controversial because it was very grotesque. It's
he was
like,
auditioning for Blade.
He would have been a dope blade, actually.
it's very grotesque. It's very
He would have sounded like this.
Better than Sticky Fingers.
Yes,
Yeah.
anyone's better than Sticky Fingers. Sticky Fingers.
no, but it's very
This-
it's very gruesome, man.
I feel like gruesome. Yes. I still think
That's why.
I think it's very artistic though.
Oh no, the
I
album
think-
the
and-
album
and-
is itself is dope.
and
this
it's
album
like-
was
And it just like depicts the title perfectly.
this
you know?
album was actually one of my favorite albums.
It
And-
looks like ketchup.
It still reminds me of rock and roll. So,
Does it?
Rock and
yeah,
roll?
Yeah, it does.
really
Yeah.
no.
It's an album cover you see with a rock band. It's not a
A
rap band.
metal band.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, you know
Rock
what?
band.
Yeah,
I can agree with you there.
definitely.
Like
Especially in '98.
9-inch nails type shit.
That
Yeah.
was way before anyone
Like
did
those
anything
kind of
like
bands.
that.
Yeah.
But
I guess I can see how it was controversial though. I was like,
Listen,
it's
yeah,
different from
I
my rap
actually
album
like the
cover.
cover. I like the cover a lot.
I do
so-
too.
Yeah, I do. I like it.
But it does.
Wasn't big-
It
wasn't a big
was
Yo, bring back those fat asses. No, I'm just joking.
Damn.
I'm joking.
it's coming. We're gonna see more.
I'm
no, but I can see
The
it being.
thirst is real.
See more butts.
It's a little grotesque. Though.
Yeah, you ever met him?
Terrible name.
See more butts.
Terrible name.
Seymour Butts.
Feed me, Seymour.
Jack Mehoff.
Jack Mehoff.
Mehoff.
Mehoff. Is there some? I gotta look in the fucking yellow pages see if there's somebody named
My name is
Mehoff.
Jack Mehoff.
His name is Jack.
German.
Jack Mehoff.
German.
Yeah, it's German.
It's gotta
Y'all
be.
are wild.
There has to be a Mehoff out there.
Y'all are
And
wild.
if anybody who's subscribed to us is named Mehoff, my bad,
Please.
my bad.
Y'all are
We're not
wild.
talking about you.
You could
We're not
actually,
talking about
wild.
y'all,
Well,
but let us
actually,
know.
We'll have you on a podcast. If your name is Jack Mehoff,
Hell yeah, man.
we'll get you on a podcast.
Fuck yeah,
Send us,
man.
Wild.
send us a question. We will put it up.
Yes.
Wild.
We'll live stream.
Priority.
We'll live stream and we'll Skype you in. We'll Skype you in.
And then you could Jack Mehoff.
Hell yeah.
Mr. Mehoff.
Jack Mehoff.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Next one.
Nah, so many jokes. So many jokes. I'm sorry, man.
Someone's getting offended.
So
today.
many jokes.
If your name
Close your
Mehoff,
eyes,
that's
close
the
your eyes.
last thing
Close your
you're
eyes,
worried
close your eyes,
about.
close your eyes.
Basically.
They're close?
Yep.
All right. This next one is no fucking introduction.
Of course.
No introduction needed.
Well,
Nicki Minaj.
That's a single cover. It's not really an album
Yeah,
cover.
but it was still controversial.
It
'cause
was
she's
because her butthole's visible.
Yeah, well, she's.
I don't see no butthole.
There's no butthole, but
I
her,
see plastic blocking a butthole.
she's wearing a.
Yeah, she's
she's
got some
wearing a
big old
fucking.
cheeks.
All right.
I'm offended because it's a fake ass.
You gotta. Well, you gotta describe it to
I'm
the
not
audience.
mad at that, Eric.
I
To
see,
everybody.
I'm not mad.
I
at
see
that.
2 hams.
All right.
I see 2 giant hams.
To everybody who's listening to the podcast and has no idea what the fuck is going on because they're listening,
Chicken legs.
describe what you see.
Nicki
on the screen.
Minaj squatting with her ass facing the fucking camera in the thong and a pink top,
Yes.
looking backwards with her fake ass and chicken legs.
And
Hot damn it.
in sneakers.
That
Why is she
booty
wearing
like
sneakers?
2 planets.
So the thing about it, the thing that makes it look odd, I mean, it's a good picture. It's a good picture, but what makes it look odd is the leg that juts out while the ass is on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's what looks weird.
You know what looks weird?
It looks weird because it's fake.
It looks weird because it's Photoshop too.
It's Photoshop
Yeah.
and it's fake.
Yeah.
They have the
It's like
original.
Photoshop.
I
To
saw
hell.
the
Yeah.
original shot. It's a lot going on there.
It's
Yeah,
Photoshop, man.
I
But-
mean,
All right, answer me this though.
Hmm.
Do you have this other album cover by Lil' Kim? This album cover was what this is based off of?
hardcore.
Yes.
Oh, really?
And she
No, I don't.
had her ass out like that, but she was face forward with her,
Yeah, she was
Crotch
she-
out.
Yeah, she was squatting. Yeah, she was squatting.
and it was
face forward.
probably more controversial than that because there was a lot of stuff going on.
What
in
was the name of
crotch.
it?
Yeah,
What was the name?
Little
of it?
Kim hardcore. The album cover.
Hardcore.
The album cover.
But that's what the basis of that album cover was. She ripped that off, and there was a lot of beef going on because of that, because she was stealing her swag.
It's in her swag with a fake ass.
Yeah, but there's a lot of thickness
Yeah, that's
going
it,
on
that's
there. There's a lot
Well,
of thickness going on in the front there.
Nah,
Oh, this album cover.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not
did it,
on
did
there.
it make the? It didn't make the
hold
list.
Up. Hold up. No, it wasn't on the list.
It
Wow,
should've. What?
Really? That
No, it
should have been
wasn't
on.
on-
Yeah, that should be on
It
the
wasn't
list.
on the list. Oop, my bad.
From one to the next.
Hold up.
I think that
hold
should have
up.
made the list.
That should have been close to number 1.
There you go.
Because that's a little
That's it right
controversial.
there, man.
That's
She doesn't
very
have a fake ass, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of thickness going on there. In the
Is there a big
there was
one?
some questions going
Just a
on
little
about that.
It's like she might have a little dick.
It looks like every picture right here goes fucking close up. What the fuck?
But but especially for the time it came out, that was very controversial.
Yeah,
No chicks was doing that.
Yeah.
yeah, she was doing
Alright.
what nobody
But
was
that's
doing.
you could see where the
Alright.
anaconda shit came from. So
Mm.
it's
Yep.
definitely that. That was
She got leopard.
inside. That was inside her album actually, or it was a single. Actually, that might have been.
So
a
she's
single.
squatting, but it's the opposite way though. And
Yep.
I agree with you. I think it is worse that she's facing the camera.
But who
and-
is this woman? This looks nothing like Lil'
Oh,
Kim.
No,
no.
that is not Lil'
Oh
Kim.
no, it's not Lil Kim.
Lil' Kim is
man.
an Asian woman.
State Puff Marshmallow Man.
It was a single though. I think this was a single because the album cover is up there on the left with her with
That's
her
horrible.
breast out.
That's horrible. Anyway,
But that's where they got that from.
cover your eyes. Cover your eyes.
So
Hold on.
next one.
Gonna ruin it.
Man, the fuck?
And this is the last one.
It's more offensive
The
because
last
it's a fake ass.
The
That's
last one. You
I
guys
honestly do not
I hope
think
this seriously offends me because
the most offensive I'm telling you is the
cover
Bronson
your eyes,
one
Cover your eyes.
No,
Not
I'm
impressed
watching,
right
I'm
now.
watching
and the
this whole
Kanye
thing.
one.
No, I can see this whole thing right.
Cover your eyes. Ready?
Is this,
Alright,
is this
go.
what number is this?
This is the last one.
This is the one?
This is the last one. The
Really?
finale. The grand
Most
finale.
offensive.
Really? Okay.
The grand finale. And I'm going to read this because this needs explaining.
I think you should just throw it up there.
No. This needs explaining because you're not going to know what the fuck's going on. And you're going to just be like, what the fuck? This deserves to be the most controversial album cover. And I'll tell
Okay.
you why. This album leads the list because it's literally has one of the most... it's one of the worst fucking album covers to ever come out from a music group that's called the Coop.
Oh, okay.
That's the name of the group.
Okay.
And the album is from 2001.
I think I know this album cover.
It's called Party Music is the name of the album. And the lead MC of this alternative hip-hop group, his name is Boots Riley. And he's also known for making politically charged, rebel-themed music. The album cover featured smoke and fire coming from the Twin Towers of New York's World Trade Center. The cover was released months after the tragic terrorist attack of 9/11.
Here we go.
The cover was apparently created in June of that year, 3 months before the actual attack.
Really?
So this shit was made. Could you imagine that?
Before it.
This shit right here. Look at that. This
Oh, wow.
Ew!
this is the cover.
Wait, ew!
This
Wait,
is the cover.
Before it happened?
They made this cover You know what I mean? Like they went through
Bad Adobe Photoshop.
this
by
went
the
through
way.
their team of like promoters and shit and artists and everything 3 months before the actual attack happened.
That's crazy.
And this guy's a politically like charged like hip hop artist.
Apparently they had something going on because they knew about this.
As a New Yorker,
What the fuck?
beyond offended.
I just
Hell
think
yeah, man.
As a New Yorker, beyond offended. As someone who enjoys hip hop.
That's how offended he is. He can't even speak.
He said,
He can't even finish the sentence.
who enjoys
He said, I'm so offended, I can't even finish this word. Hip.
hip. I love hip. Hip. Not hip hop.
Mad offended.
Hip.
Mad offended. Hip.
Yo,
Hip it, hip it.
that,
Nah, we got you.
that cover,
Yeah.
straight fire trash.
Wow. Yeah. You know what's fucked up? I didn't even heard.
Garbage.
You heard of the Coop?
No.
I heard of Coop.
You heard of
I
them?
heard of 'em.
I've never
About
heard.
that time.
Have you heard their music at all?
Yeah. About that time they were playing them.
Wow.
Yo, that
Never heard of them
Straight
again.
trash.
that is probably the worst
that.
Adobe job.
No,
I think
that's
I'm
horrible.
more,
That's really
I'm more
bad.
offended. I'm more offended about the Adobe Photoshop amateur picture
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
on there.
That's
Why-
another thing,
Why are
too.
you just gonna like crop yourself and put yourself in front of that picture?
That
Yeah.
is
the
that's
lighting doesn't match
and
at
it looks
all.
like they did it. Like, yeah, we did that shit.
that's
Yeah.
that's another thing that's offensive about it. Like
I don't know
it's-
what's going on.
Y'all didn't even try.
Yo, hold on.
Unless you have chopsticks.
Y'all didn't even
Hold on,
yeah,
hold
what
on.
the fuck is in his
Let's
hands?
let's dissect this fucking
Are
picture
those
here.
drumsticks or
Look at this.
chopsticks?
He's holding a fucking detonator.
Yeah, it's a detonator.
He's
At least
holding
that
a-
makes kind of sense.
He's
You're
holding a
blowing up the
detonator.
building.
She's got fucking.
Drumsticks.
Oh, that's a chick.
No, she's got the.
I thought that was a
chopsticks?
dude.
Not
I
drumsticks.
thought it was a dude.
Not
That was a
drumsticks.
dude.
Nah, it's a chick.
That's a chick.
That's a man, baby.
That's
yeah.
a chick. No, she's holding like the conductors, like for orchestras, like an
No.
orchestra. No.
Okay.
No.
okay.
She's like conducting an orchestra.
Okay.
No, she's holding sticks.
That's just sticks.
Conducting
just
an orchestra, they hold sticks.
I know,
don't
but she
know
ain't
what the
conducting a
hell she's
damn thing.
doing.
She's not doing a damn
But
thing.
I don't know.
I just know that I used to do that effect with the words when I was like 11 years old.
That is really bad, Adobe.
and the album is called Party Music.
Yeah.
That does not
and
fit.
you're blowing up the Twin Towers.
What
This
the
is
fuck?
mad
You
garbage.
fucking tool bags.
This is
Holy
trash.
trash.
I mean, they didn't know that the buildings were actually going to blow up.
No, but
Right.
still,
Yo, then reshoot your
No, but-
album covers.
But here's the thing, though. They
But it's bad taste now, especially.
all right. At the same time, the same year. What was it?
Well, Spider-Man was
Spider-Man.
out, and they had the Twin Towers in there for the trailer,
And
they
And
took
they
that
removed
out.
them.
And they removed it.
They removed them from a lot of movies because
Right.
it hurts.
yeah.
No, they had 3 months
Mm.
before the attack.
to
happened.
reshoot.
Well, it's not like this album sold at all, so they had tons in the stores, so they can't get rid of those. They gotta
Yeah.
buy them.
No, they could have had.
Yeah, the
Can
label.
you, can you zoom
The
in?
label. The
No,
label
what they
probably
could've
went
done-
bankrupt.
under the device
What
he's
they
using.
could've done.
Under the device. I'm confused about that space. That space right there between the chick and the building.
Oh, right here.
That's
No,
What
that's the
it-
gap between the towers.
no, but it doesn't line up. It doesn't line up with.
Oh,
the,
no, it
does
doesn't.
not line up straight. There's
Oh, no.
a groove. You see that shit? There's something
Yeah.
wrong there. What the fuck is that space?
well,
They
if it
coulda
really
had-
happened. It's
No.
fake. It's fake.
And there's no, I'm saying
it's totally
there is
fake.
no sky behind that space. It's just one color.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
God damn it!
Listen,
They could have
This
taken
one
the
gets me
same.
really mad.
They
Listen,
could have
this is
taken
fun.
the same shitty Photoshop job and put it in front of an actual party, and it would have been better than this.
Go back to the picture.
This
Oh.
is
Go-
it's,
go-
it's
go-
there. No, sure.
No, no, I want you to
Trash.
zoom in on right behind her head, not to the left. What the fuck is that? Above her head and to the left of her head.
that's super
That's
Photoshop.
bad. That's bad airbrush. Really horrible.
Unless that's
Because you see the smoke
smoke.
just stops.
Oh no, that's
The black
listen,
part stops.
Listen, the clouds, the smoke clouds.
This shit is
It's,
trash.
it's copy and paste. Look at
It's
the
really-
look at the shape. They just mirrored it to the right side.
it's so bad.
They just copied and pasted.
Like
the
all
shit
of a
and mirrored
sudden
it.
the smoke just
Straight-
stopped behind her.
no,
fire
it's,
trash.
It's literally the
I
worst.
hope they feel good about themselves there.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I've dropped turds.
I
that
wonder
look
what they're
better than
doing
this.
now. I wonder what they're doing now.
Regretting
Nothing. Nothing. You know where they're working?
Bagging
Walmart.
groceries. Yeah.
They're
That's
they-
right.
They're working at Walmart.
They're regretting that decision is what they're doing right now.
I'm
They're
sure
working
they
at
are.
Walmart right now trying to make manager.
I'm sure they are.
What is
man.
what is all right? What is the your least favorite of all those?
That's
What's the most
shit
offensive?
we just saw.
So listen. Let me tell you this. I know there's worse albums. I know there's worse album covers.
Okay.
I know I've
We've
had
seen
to have
some.
seen some
We've
Ku
seen
Klux
some.
Klan.
This isn't worse though.
I've had to see Ku Klux Klan on an album cover or hangings on an album cover. I've had to have seen those. I've I remember seeing them.
Probably.
You seen 'em?
I remember seeing burning
Hip-hop-
crosses on
hip-hop
album covers.
Hip hop album covers.
Yeah, I'm just saying controversial.
Hip-hop
Controversial
album
hip hop
covers.
albums.
Okay.
There's underground albums that make really bad album covers.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've seen them on there. I've seen
Okay.
ones with massive nudity of many women.
Oh no! Listen, if
I know there
when
are
you're
others.
talking independent and you're
Yes.
talking like underground, that's a whole fucking
that's
like
I'm sure I've seen
that's a whole
two
other
ass
level,
cheeks
man.
and a mouthful of grills and some liquor
Yeah.
like this.
I mean,
I'm sure I've seen that album cover.
That's somewhere.
you're opening
Definitely.
a Pandora's box of fucking bad.
What about the one shit?
Controversial
Slam
album cover.
dunking hose? The guy had a chick in a hoop.
I've
Slam
seen some
dunking
dumb.
hose.
Those are dumb.
Yeah.
But as far as
No, but-
controversial,
No, controversial. I'm talking about like shit that's like, yo,
I'm
that's
sure I've
fucked
seen
up.
those. I'm sure I've
Why
seen
would you
those.
put that?
I'm still mad about that cover, yo. Like,
That wins.
thing
That-
was-
so you
yo,
vote
that one got me.
That one got
No,
you.
that,
All
was,
right.
that was bad.
That
No,
was
that-
trash.
I have to agree.
Listen,
that was bad garbage.
All right, but listen though. If I mean it's a bad cover, yes.
Like,
but if
I
it
want to
came
punch,
out,
like I want to punch him in the face.
No,
but
that's
give him,
that's bad.
but give him some slack because it came out before it happened.
No, it doesn't
No,
matter.
no,
You
no,
could have changed
It doesn't
it.
even
No,
have
no, no,
anything
no,
to-
no.
No, you
I'm
could
not
have
even
changed
factoring
It was
in.
released after 9/11.
But
But
they,
the cover was done
nah, they should have changed it.
3 months before.
No,
Exactly.
they should be
Which
dead.
means they
They should
had
be
time
done.
to change the shit.
They deserve
But
to
they
be blown
still-
up in a building.
After that.
After that,
Exactly.
No,
that's
no,
what
okay.
that's what I'm saying.
okay,
It's like,
that's bad.
they had time to change it, but did they change it? No,
Nah,
they
nah,
still
they're like-
released it.
That's
know what?
lazy. That's lazy.
That's why it's fucking the most controversial
but
shit.
the making of that cover is
That's
lazy.
what it says.
They're like, oh, you know what?
Well, yeah, that's lazy too.
They're like, you know what? The nation is in mourning. Let me rock with this right now.
They
Yeah.
said maybe
Our
we
shit
can-
is fire.
Maybe we
Our
can
shit is
make
fire.
maybe we can make the
Trash.
news. Maybe
Right.
we can get some stuff going and people can hear our stuff.
You know what? That's
Maybe we can sell more than 10 albums.
that's proof
And
right there.
The funny thing is,
That's
though,
proof right there that you know how they say good news, like any news is
Any
good
press is
any
bad
press,
press.
Is bad press is good press.
Yeah.
Any press is good press. That's fucking proof right there that it's not.
They need
Even
to
the
get press.
But you know what's
controversy
funny?
is bad.
The
It
crazy
fucked up
thing
the
is,
whole career.
it's not that if they weren't just in the cover chilling.
It wasn't
The
even.
motherfucker had a device like he did this shit.
Yes.
And still
Actually, as a
released
matter of
it.
fact-
like
Yes.
At least just be in front of him and
Yo.
be like, yo, we didn't know, my bad. No, you have a device like this, like you just blew this shit up and
Yo.
you still released the album.
How?
Fuck.
What goes through your mind when the attack actually happened? What goes through your mind to go? You know what? We're not changing shit. We're still gonna release this.
But listen,
Yo, can we
How do you?
can we edit the last 10 minutes of this podcast out so they didn't get no press?
listen though.
Man, they're buttering biscuits and
got-
lobster right now. They don't have a job. They don't have a career. They're fucked from this. So we can
I
talk
don't-
whatever. We're not giving them any press.
I don't want
They're
anyone
not
to
even
know.
a group anymore.
No.
I don't
man.
want anyone to
But
know about
listen,
this.
but listen. The amount of amateur work that went into that cover.
God
This is
damn.
2000. You said 2001, right? Was when it came out?
2001. Yeah, that's what 9/11
Adobe has been around for a long time.
Hell yeah.
It came out like 5.
That's one of the worst
something.
Adobe jobs
and
I've ever
people
seen.
can use
Yeah.
Adobe by
That was-
2001.
Right.
Way better than that.
Yeah.
And you would think that the label you're at is like
Straight
somebody
trash.
in that label
There's
could,
no label. You think there's a
Dude,
label
trash.
behind that?
Well,
or a friend of a friend.
there
Somebody.
has to be a label.
Somebody had to say, you know what,
There has
guys?
to be a label.
This
behind
ain't
that.
cool.
No, there was, but they're probably defunct by a
That
long
label's probably
shot.
bankrupt after
They
that
both
shit
should have been
happened.
they both should have been wearing hoodies that said "Coolest Monkey in the Jungle."
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
No, they
And we
suck.
bring it back.
Oh man. H&M.
Can we quickly Adobe that hoodie on them?
That would make it worse. That would make it worse.
It would still look better than the album cover.
Yo,
they had.
Seriously,
It's like, yo, how can you make this more offensive?
If we gave you 2 minutes, to put that shirt on them, it would still look like it belonged. That's how bad that album cover looks.
God damn.
exactly.
No, that was.
Really
No,
bad.
that's bad. I think that wins it, man.
Is that for
deserves
you?
it.
That's your most controversial.
Yeah, no, that wins it for me, man.
What about
I
you, Jay?
It definitely, after hearing that it came out after the fact, yeah,
Hell yeah.
that definitely
Yeah.
that hurts.
You even have to ask.
Well, I mean, as far as the parameters are concerned, that that fits. The cover's terrible.
That
And
was
the fact
offensive.
that it offends
In every
everyone.
way.
It offends everyone.
In every way.
However,
Oh my god!
however,
How is there? However, right
No,
now.
Oh no, I know where you're going with.
No. However, yes, the Kanye one still really, really bothers me. But
It
there's
was
something
terrible.
about Bronson's face that's still something about that face. I
Hold
hate
on,
that
let me pull that
face.
shit up.
It makes me
Look at
feel
that right
uncomfortable.
there.
It makes me uncomfortable.
It's such a bad design.
God
So
damn,
fucking
man.
bad.
And let me ask you a question. Why is the toilet paper so far away from the toilet?
I don't
Dude,
know.
there's so many questions.
It's in the tub. It's in the fucking tub.
Dude, you know what?
Is it-
We should do a contest. We're gonna see. I'm gonna see. Can you guys out there put in the comments? Right? Can you explain this fucking picture? Just like, let me pull it up again.
I think that it's a towel.
Can someone reach out
Not-
to Action
somebody
Bronson and
explain
have
it.
him
I think-
explain this?
I think it's a towel.
That's a toilet
but they changed it to toilet paper.
Can someone please reach out to Action Bronson so he can
no.
explain it?
I don't even want
Fuck
him to
him.
explain
I
it.
don't want his
I
explanation.
don't
He's
want
gonna
an
be like,
explanation.
I
He
just
kissed
opened
my
the
ass.
door. I wasn't even there. I don't
wanna-
even know who these
I don't
chicks
even know
are.
if he knows what the fuck was going on, but I want.
It
I
looks
want
like
the
they
audience.
took 3 different pictures and put them in there. That's how awful it looks.
Dude, it's like one of those. You know that meme? It's like, yo, try to figure like. There's no explanation for this shit, man. You can't figure this shit out.
Where are you looking?
Like, there's no.
Where's
like, you
everyone
can't-
looking?
You can't put that shit together. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
She's like, the door's opening. She's like, who? What?
Yeah, why is the chick
And then
gotta-
he's like, his pants off.
So this is.
That's why it bothers me.
Oh, wow.
That's why it bothers me.
So
Oh
this is
shit, ass. Let me see what. No, you're fucking nasty. You're fucking disgusting.
So this is that was yours. That
It
was
still
yours.
it bothers
Okay.
me more than anything.
Oh, wow.
It just bothers
Even
me
more
so
than
much.
9/11.
More than the last one?
Dude, no. I'm telling you, if I'm gonna pick a winner, the 9/11
Wow.
one is the winner.
Oh,
Wow.
'cause
But there's something about this one that pisses me off more
Okay.
than the other ones.
All right.
It's just him.
So that's
it's
like
just
a
him.
that's like a non-honorable mention.
It's-
of-
yeah. It's something creepy and like.
I was about to kick you out your chair.
No, there's something creepy. There's something creepy and against their will, like that pops off. My
That is
way-
creepy.
It's just the
That
way
is
he's
creepy.
looking, like. I don't know, man. It just gets me uncomfortable.
Like he's just sitting there in
So-
silence and breathing
Yeah,
mad
he's not
heavy.
even gonna
Yeah.
walk in. He's just gonna stare at first and,
And he's just
breathe
like-
heavy
Yeah.
while he has fucking barbecue sauce stains and a fucking chicken wing shit in his fucking beard while he's staring.
That picture for that album cover would have made just as much sense if the Twin Towers was blowing up behind me.
Yes,
Damn.
Because
Damn.
it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make
any
sense.
sense.
But that's why I
Doesn't
want.
make
That's
any
why I want.
sense.
I'm curious to know what you guys out there think. Just write in.
But
They're
the
right in
thing
the
is,
comments,
the thing
man.
is about that Action Bronson thing. I think it's just so fucking creepy. But he, like, I'm not like, oh my god, fuck him. This,
No,
this,
it's not
that.
offensive.
But the
No, it's
fucking the
bad.
last one is like, fuck them.
Yeah.
I hope they.
Oh,
hope
fuck
they're
yeah.
bagging groceries. I
Yeah,
hope
yeah,
they're.
yeah.
That is like some
Begging for-
offensive, really offensive
Begging
shit.
for change. I want to
Yeah.
begging for
You're
change.
trying
I
to
hope
ri-
they're struggling.
You're
Hell
trying
yeah.
to ride that
yeah.
controversial shit just for some fucking
And
press.
look how that worked out.
Yeah, fuck you.
I never even heard.
But butter that bread at McDonald's.
They got them. They got
that
them the
shit.
#1 album cover.
Yeah,
Got them the *1.
it did.
That's all.
I
it
hope,
did.
hope it was worth it.
on
did.
that list.
on this list.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But that's
So
That's
they
it.
finally did it. They got #1 somewhere. That's not what they
They
wanted.
got recognized for.
It was like,
being
well, at least they
shit.
heard our music. No, we didn't.
No,
Yeah.
no one's listening to your
God
trash
damn
music.
it, man. That's horrible.
Yeah, 3 of those got me pissed off.
We got email question from Rad Reggie.
What up, Reggie?
Rad?
What up,
Rad
Reg?
Reggie.
From the 80s? Is
Don't
this that same
make
Rad,
fun of
Reggie?
Reggie, man.
Is this you, Reggie?
Don't make fun of Reggie. Goddamn, man. You know him?
I know him.
You know
I
him.
knew him in elementary school.
Rad Reggie says, "What was your favorite album of 2017?
2017.
Wow.
Last year.
2017.
Uh,
favorite album?
That's
Favorite
tough.
album.
Jeez.
It is a tough fucking.
I
question.
guess I have
tough.
2. I'm going with the one though.
I'm gonna go with.
There's only one album,
gonna go with
album I
Eminem.
really listened to.
Eminem.
that
is,
was 2017.
Yeah, that came out last year,
Shit.
Yeah.
Now it makes it more tough.
December
Yeah.
last year.
Wait, was Tribe 2017, 2016?
That was 2017 too.
2017. And what about
Early
Weekend? Weekend.
Starboy?
2017?
That was
I
2017.
feel like that was late 2016.
Was it?
I feel like it was November 2016.
Yeah,
God, you made
yeah,
me
it
pick
was.
between Tribe and Eminem.
I'm gonna say
Come back
Eminem.
to me. Come back to me.
I'm kind of stuck.
Because I really like Tribe. The Tribe album was awesome too.
All right, I'm going with Eminem. It pulled on some emotional strings.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely pulled on a lot of emotional strings as
And
well.
it's fresh. It's fresh.
Yeah, no.
It's just fresh and raw in your chest
I
right
got,
now.
I got.
Although the Tribe album is
Tribe
dope.
is really fucking.
I got that
Tribe
shit on-
album
a lot
is
of those
fire.
a lot
Make
of
no
the,
mistake.
songs on the Tribe album I have on my playlist.
Tribe
that shit
album is
dope.
fire.
Yeah,
I had the same feeling from Tribe that I got from Eminem as
Yeah.
far as albums are concerned.
right.
But I mean, lyrically,
Well,
Eminem's album is better
well,
lyrically.
if you go with song
But
count.
there's about the
Song
same
count?
amount of songs that
Yeah.
I really enjoy on both of those
Yeah.
albums, and I'll go
Yeah.
back to listen to over and over and
Yeah,
over.
yeah,
You know,
That Eminem
there's a
album
certain
is
skill
fire.
level that I have to give.
yeah,
Now M was just on.
You
some
know, I
shit.
got to give the number one to Eminem
Nah,
for
Eminem
that
sounds-
one.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, no, Eminem album. So, you didn't even hear it. Shut up. All you haters out there never even heard the Eminem album. Shut up.
Well, you know what though?
Seriously.
It's weird.
Rad
Seriously.
Reggie didn't say. He didn't mention
What type of genre?
or how many albums that you enjoy.
I didn't listen to too many, but I did listen.
Those are the two
Those are
standouts.
the
Yeah,
three
those,
standouts.
those are definitely the standouts.
I mean, you also had Kendrick, you also had Jay-Z, but they weren't as.
no,
I didn't give them as much run.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, they're great albums, but I didn't give them as much run as these.
Right.
I gave that Kendrick album some run though.
you did.
The whole
Of
album
course.
as an album, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's a dope album.
Yeah.
That's a dope album. But no, that Eminem thing. I think I don't think I've ever felt this way about an Eminem album before though. This one. Definitely, I definitely got a different feeling from this one than any other album.
It's no Marshall Mathers. Nothing is.
No.
But the thing is, the thing is, I can't even. I need more time with this album.
Yeah.
But for me to say what's my favorite Eminem album, but like I haven't felt this way about an Eminem album before. It's has a certain thing about it. I don't know what it is. It's just I don't dislike any song on the album.
Hey, Versace.
I do. I skip the Beyonce
Checking
one
the
because
mail.
it's too slow for me, but
So-
I don't dislike it.
Ooh. Okay, I got to tell you.
What?
This is what I'm going to do for Eminem's album. I'm going to take that remix. that remix that just.
That
yes.
Corceptic remix.
Corceptic
Oh,
remix.
shit, I still haven't heard it.
That's
Still haven't heard
going. That's going on the album.
That's vicious.
I'm taking off. Actually, I have a remix, kind of a redrummed version of the Beyonce song.
Okay.
And then Walk on Water. I have that. I'm gonna put that on. I'm taking the one with no drums out because it's just not.
It's too hollow.
It's not supposed to
Yeah,
be there. It
it's
should
too-
be at
it's
the
too
end.
hollow.
Honestly, I feel
First
like
song
It's
on the
more
album.
poetry.
I feel
It's
like
more
no. I
poetry
feel
than-
like that song is an intro to the album.
Exactly,
Right.
but it's too
I don't
long.
think it. I don't feel like. I don't feel like it's a whole. It's like
too long.
It's.
Should have been a verse
It's
and
an
boom,
intro.
go right into the song.
But I think you needed it.
Well,
you needed to hear that.
No, the thing is like the lyrics are good and the
Yeah.
chorus is great, but the thing is, it does nothing for me because it's just so slow.
He should have
to
been
me.
talking.
It's just so, it's just,
Right.
He
Yeah,
should have been
it's just so
talking. It should
slow
have went
to
into
me.
that one verse and then, bitch, I made stand, and then went to the
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it needed to
I
be.
feel- yeah, I
Not a
think-
single,
It's
not
not
a
by any
it
song.
was
means.
very conversational.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
a bad
that
song
that
by any
that
means.
track was very
I
conversational.
understand it.
Yeah,
but I never listened to it
Yeah.
since I got the album.
I skip it all the time.
I never listened to that
I
song.
love listening to it
Do you?
Really?
Yeah, I skip it all the time.
You
because
would.
you're just like,
There they go
Yo.
again. I love it.
yo,
I love it.
Seriously?
The dynamic.
Why
They
this
did their
guy?
own show.
Why this guy? Always got attached.
It's fire and ice.
You want
Why
a
you
big
gotta
chunk
tell me?
Fire and ice.
YKC show? You let us know in the comments.
Hell yeah.
We get that shit started.
And I know I'm gonna. There's another album I really liked, and I know no one's gonna agree with me.
No,
And
no,
I'm
you know
cool
what?
with it.
I'm sure there's people out there that are
Miley
just like
Cyrus. Yeah, we didn't like it. All right? We don't like that.
That
shit.
wasn't 2006, 17.
No.
you. Damn.
The Linkin Park album, One More Light.
Mm.
The first,
Don't think I
like
heard it.
when you did,
Did I?
you heard it in Vegas.
That slow ass
Yeah?
shit.
That and that, yo, listen.
Slow as shit.
The first listen, I'm like I like it, but it's not like really. It didn't feel very Linkin Park-ish.
They haven't been Linkin
You know
Park
what I
for a
mean?
long time, man.
And
They never will.
and
be now.
then
No.
God rest his soul, when Chester committed suicide,
That
like
hurt, man.
That
That hurt.
fucking
That-
sucks,
hurt.
man.
that whole album
That hurt.
made so much more sense to me.
Really?
Made so much more sense, and I'm just like, wow.
Okay.
Well, when he died, I listened to the first two albums a lot more, and I really miss Linkin Park.
Me
That
too.
got me sad.
Damn.
No,
Yo,
I get
like
really
the-
sad when I hear his music.
The
I
day
really do.
the
I
day
really do.
after the day after
It was on
like,
everywhere.
I literally played every Linkin Park song I had on my iPod, like all 142
Dude, they play that.
tracks.
They
It
play
was
that shit.
like if my coworkers weren't Linkin Park fans, then they were that day.
Dude, they
Damn.
played that shit at Solas out of nowhere, and everyone
Yeah.
was pumped up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Everyone was just mad pumped up. I didn't even
Yeah.
care.
And
Like
it-
I don't dance to rock, rock music, but I'm like,
they played.
oh shit,
Yo, they
fucking,
played
yo.
it. They played Numb Encore in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's.
I watched so many documentaries that I never saw. I was like, yo, let
Yeah,
me watch
man.
all of this on
very
YouTube.
upsetting.
It was crazy.
Very upsetting.
Because I wasn't. I mean, I was a huge Linkin Park fan, but then they had their garage band moments, and their albums weren't the same. And they, at one time it was like, we will never play music that you can't mosh to or whatever. I was like, cool. And then
Nah,
they just
you
went
can't mosh to
very
this album.
soft. They went
Yeah.
very soft.
Yeah.
And then they had, like the only things I heard was like from Transformers and stuff. Oh, their main singles. Everything else, they didn't have not one song that was like the old shit. And they're like, oh, we need to evolve. I understand, but you
Yeah.
have fans.
Yeah.
You have big fans. I don't want you to be you too. I
Right.
want you to be Linkin Park.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I kind of tuned them out after a while.
Everybody did.
And then when he died, I was
no,
like,
I
damn,
did.
man.
I did.
I was hoping,
Honestly, like
I was hoping that they come back so much.
Yeah.
like
I was just
every
waiting.
time, like a couple, like 6 months after Linkin Park album dropped, I was always hungry for the next one. Always.
I like
They had-
that Rakim song.
Always.
And Rock Hudson-
Yeah,
oh,
and,
that's
you,
true.
and you know
That's
the
true.
part about that irks me the most. Well, not irks me. That upset me the most. It was the last 2 times I was supposed to see them. Concerts got canceled.
Yep. And I was,
I was
going to
supposed to
go to
see
one
him-
with you.
I was supposed to see. I was
That
supposed to
was
see him in
so bad.
2015 on my birthday,
Sucks.
and Chester got injured, so it got canceled.
He hurt his leg or
Right,
something.
right.
Yeah, he
Right.
broke
was
his
done.
leg.
Yeah.
He broke his leg, and I'm just
Wow.
like,
That
damn.
sucks, man.
But the last time I saw them, they were at Jones Beach with 30
At least you
Seconds
got
to
to
Mars.
see them.
Yeah.
Insane.
I didn't get to see them.
Good man.
Sorry,
That was
You
that
missed
day.
out.
He was like, yo, I got
Damn.
a ticket
You
for you. I was like, what?
missed out,
Let's
bro.
do this.
I'm
Nope.
sorry, but you missed out.
Damn,
you
man.
definitely missed out.
It's fucked up, man.
Them and Michael, man.
Well,
Never seen them.
yeah, no, well, it's sad, man.
Very
Yeah.
sad.
But I hate to end the podcast on the sad note.
Fuck that Kanye cover.
That's a good
My
note.
man.
Exactly. Let me do the outro
No,
here.
fuck that coupe cover.
Yeah, fuck
The
them.
Coop.
I'm never gonna. Don't even say their name.
And fuck
Just-
that
just
Bronson
say-
cover.
Just say
Fuck
that.
Bronson. Fuck Bronson for being in his own cover.
Damn.
Don't you ever be in your own cover
Wait.
again.
We're on our own cover.
Yeah.
No, him. He shouldn't be in his own cover ever again. Looking all fucking creepy and shit.
All right.
Bronson,
At least
All right.
be. At
I didn't
least
get that. All right. Well, anyway,
creepy
that's
ass
all we got for
fucking
you today. As always,
Fat fucking
for those-
barbecue sauce. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
At least be aware that you're in your own.
Yeah,
coop.
exactly. Don't look like a
Well, he's
creeper.
looking down.
Looking
so
like
you
an
can't even-
online predator and
You
shit.
can't even fucking see what the hell's going on.
Sorry,
Anyway,
go ahead.
for those listening or watching, let us know what you think in the comments. If you want to see live video recordings of all our podcasts, just go to YouTube and search the official 857 Music channel. Email your questions for a shout out to comments at 857ent.com.
That's us.
And for our latest updates, log on to 857ent.com. Like us on Facebook, search 857 Hip Hop. Follow us on Twitter at 857 Music, and check out our latest content available on iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, Stitcher, and most streaming services. And finally, for more weekly 857 entertainment.
You all right over there?
Almost got right through it.
Stick 'em. Stick 'em. For more weekly 857 entertainment, show your support, thumbs up, leave a comment. Make sure you let us know what you think about that Action Bronson. If you can make sense of that fucking album cover,
I want an explanation.
Put that in the comments, please. I want to know what you guys think. If you can make sense of that.
There's got to be a backstory.
Something. Anything.
Also, even more important than that, subscribe. Subscribe to our channel, because if we reach 1,000 subscribers, Kevin, who's not even here, is going to take a pie to the face, and we can give him any kind of pie.
Right when he gets back, he's going to get surprised.
That's awesome.
And we can, you know what's fucking?
Yo,
Whenever
you know
I get
what?
to that part, he always like interjects and he's like, it has to be editable. You know what?
No,
fuck that.
fuck that.
Fuck
He's
that.
not even
He's
gonna
not
fuck
here. He's not
It's
here.
gonna be
so
shaving cream.
It's gonna be.
No, it's gonna be shit
It's
in
gonna
the
be
pie.
a shit pie.
It's gonna be a shit
Yes.
pie with shaving cream on
You're
top.
gonna have
Remember
like
that movie when she
armpit
made that pie
hairs?
for them, and it was made out of shit, and they ate that shit. It was terrible.
It's gonna be a foul
take
pie.
dog shit and like just put it in, bake it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, here,
Yuck.
surprise. Anyway, if you
And
want to
listen.
see that, what's up?
I'm gonna be back, y'all.
What
I don't
happened?
care. I'm gonna just sneak on
What
to
were
the
you gonna say?
podcast and the
Oh,
broadcast.
that's what you were saying.
I'm gonna just sneak on.
Oh.
I don't care. They're gonna fire me.
Hey,
don't
listen.
care. I'ma just
listen,
be here.
Before you do the
So
call,
we're gonna kick him out. Let me send
Yep,
him.
yeah, I'm
Listen,
gone. Yo,
comments-
guys, I'm gone.
Security.
I'm
This is the
supporting.
last time.
I'm supporting a Big Choco y.k.c. show.
No,
I'm down.
I'll
good
be the
idea.
moderator. I'll
I'm
be the
down.
moderator.
I am
All
down.
day. We'll call it Light and Dark.
But most importantly, y'all. Most importantly, y'all.
Light side, dark side.
For everyone out there, peace.